It's gonna be a war. It's definitely gonna be a war. Let me move this back a little bit to make sure that we're good to go. Let's see. That should be chilling. All right, there we go. All right, cool. Let me grab a water real quick. Be right back. All right, there we go. There we go. Hold on. Let's grab that. Grab this water real quick, bruh. We ain't done yet, bruh. We ain't done yet, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Grab this water real quick, bruh. You think that they're gonna give us a show like that, and I wasn't gonna go live? Get this right where it needs to be, bro. Get this right where it needs to be, man. Get this right where it needs to be, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, man. Hold on, man. Let's move this back a little bit. Let's move it back, guys. We have a problem. We have a big problem, man. Let me know if you guys can hear me first. Can you guys hear me? Is everything good with the audio? Can you guys all hear me, man? Let me set this up. There's a little thing on the top. Wow. Los Angeles Knights career. Los Angeles Knights career is over. I want that to be known by everyone. I don't care about LA Knight in the chamber. Well, he could win the chamber. Well, C-Jack, he's going to win the chamber. C-Jack, the chamber. Stop. It's done now. We've had enough of this garbage. If you just watched the Royal Rumble that we just witnessed, you should be embarrassed as a fan of what we just saw. You're telling me that the best thing that you thought about, because by the way, I'm actually not mad with the result of the Royal Rumble because I wanted Roman or LA Knight to win, and Roman Reigns won, so I'm not mad at the result of the Royal Rumble. But it's the way that it was executed, and it's the way that right after you have Jackito Redmond coming on the pro show and saying, "What a show we just had, man! Can you guys believe the history that was made tonight?" What history? This being the first ever Royal Rumble to be dead empty with no one in the audience watching the show? Is that the history we're talking about here? Come on, man. Tired of seeing this nonsense. We just got through another terrible PLE. How many bad PLEs are we going to get? Triple H said this show was going to be full of surprises. Where were the surprises, guys? Where were the surprises? What were the surprises? Someone tell me what I'm going to look up the surprises. Where were the surprises at? Because I just watched the whole show, and I'm looking for the surprises, and I can't find them. That's the problem here. There were no surprises. Nobody's surprised that this show sucks. We already know that this show sucks. That's it. It's embarrassing, man. It's unbelievable at this point. Let's look at the rest of this garbage. Let me check Twitter to see what exactly is taking place in the post show. What else has been said since then? Let's see. Okay, we have absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Guys, Jackie Redmond and Biggie Langston and Peter Rosenwald are sitting here talking about the Royal Rumble as if any of this stuff mattered. Nothing at this show mattered, bro. Not one thing at this show mattered. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding. LA Knight couldn't even make it into the final 8 people of the match. Not even the final 5. Forget being in the final. Forget it. Forget making it to the final 5. He couldn't even get to the final 9. And I'm supposed to sit here and praise this? This was an embarrassment. It was an embarrassment. LA Knight's career is done. It's over. You had 15 different people getting eliminated while commercial breaks are happening, or while an entrance is happening, or while we have a situation where someone else is getting counted down for. Really? I can't even. I don't even know what to say at this point, guys. This is the part of wrestling that just it is mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling to me. Triple Fraud is so bad at his job. He's so bad at his job. And if tonight didn't show you that, I don't know what's going to. I don't know. Liv Morgan is winning the Royal Rumble. Do I have a problem with it? Yeah, kind of. Why? Because we've built no new stars. Liv Morgan's been fighting for the World Championship since 2022. So why is she still fighting for it in 2026? This is the stuff I'm talking about. There's no variety. There's no difference. There's no development. There's nothing. Nothing. It's unbelievable, man. And you have the rest of the match as well. What is there to say about this? AJ Styles is guys. AJ Styles passes out to Gunther. Can someone explain to me how 2 weeks ago Gunther was tapping out to AJ Styles, and now AJ Styles has Triple H tapping out? Or sorry, not Triple H. Sorry. Gunther has AJ Styles passing out, I guess. AJ Styles is completely knocked out because of a headlock. Are you kidding me? This guy, they show the graphic. This dude has literally wrestled 370 matches televised. And he's sitting there on the sidelines passing out to Gunther. I don't even... What can you say, guys? What can you say? They're absolutely forcing the push of Gunther. That's the problem with this show. Nothing is earned. Nothing is developed. Nobody cares about any of this nonsense. That's as simple as that, guys. And nobody cares about this. Why would anybody care that Gunther is tapping out or Gunther is passing out AJ Styles? Why does it matter? It doesn't matter because it's not earned. There's no story going into any of this. There's no investment in any of this. Liv Morgan throws Raquel over the top rope. Did you care when that happened? Be honest with yourself, guys. Did you care when Olivia Morgan tossed out Raquel Rodriguez? Were you excited for that? Were you losing your mind like, oh, yeah, the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day is going to kill it, man. See, Jax, bro, you're being too hard on Liv Morgan, man. She's doing a rocking job. She's rocking out. It's embarrassing, bro. Stop this nonsense. Tired of hearing about these people, bro. It's just an embarrassment. And then the main event match, the men's Royal Rumble. What exactly did we have? What do we have, guys? Braun Breaker got jobbed out by Austin Theory. Just think about Braun Breaker got jobbed out by Austin Theory. I don't... How long is this gonna last, guys? I was told that not Brock Lesnar. I was told that Braun Breaker was going to be the alleged future of the industry, the alleged future of WrestleMania main events. And you watch this show. You tell me what about this looks like he's going to be a future main eventer. He's jobbing out to Austin Theory, who has not won a match since 1997. What is that going to do for Braun Breaker? Please, somebody tell me. Oh, well, Paul Heyman, man. Paul Heyman and Austin Theory, they're in cahoots, man. They're in cahoots. What? How many excuses are we going to have, guys? We're running out of excuses. You just watched yesterday as Roman Reigns exposed triple fraud. He exposed triple fraud for the fraud that Triple H is, and he books terribly. And of course, tonight Roman Reigns won because he had to win. And you know what the problem is, guys? Let me tell you guys something. You know what the worst part about this is? Roman Reigns winning is not the problem. It's the reason why he had to win today that's the problem. The reason why Roman Reigns had to win today is because there's zero other options on this show. Zero. Who else is going to win the Rumble and be a believable main eventer in this Mania? Who? I'm taking a water. I'm taking a water sip on this. Who else? No one. Roman, bro. Oof. Hold on, Mom. Make sure my hair's combed out real quick. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that hair comb. You know what I mean? Comb that out real quick, bro. Anyways, as I was saying, Roman Reigns had to win this match because there's no other stars. What are the other options? Guys? You have zero... Roman Reigns lost the WWE Championship. And when did he lose the championship? 2024. In April 2024, he lost that championship. Since then, we've built zero stars. Zero. Not just one or two or zero. Zero stars that we've built since Roman Reigns lost that championship. So much so that he has to come back in 2026 and win the Rumble 2 years after having a 4-year championship reign. That is a problem. As much as I like Roman Reigns, like I said, he's the last superstar in professional wrestling. You have to admit, there is a problem with that picture. Roman Reigns having and needing to win a Royal Rumble to keep this company afloat 2 years after he had a 4-year championship reign is embarrassing. That's not good, guys. That's not a good sign. That shows me that no one has gotten over. No one is a main eventer. No one who is below the age of 40 means anything to this company in the main event scene. If they meant something, they'd be booked differently. If Braun Breaker meant something to this company long term and they were actually going to do something with him this year, he would not be getting curb stomped by Austin Theory and thrown over the top rope in 5 seconds. Do you understand this? Do you understand this? We have to make sure we're all on the same page here because I don't want there to be any questions about, well, what about this? What about that? No, stop. Stop. It doesn't make any sense, and you guys all know this. Everybody already knows this already. There's zero reason why we're sitting here and watching what... Look, guys, listen to this statistic I'm about to read to you. Roman Reigns held the championship for 1,316 days. Tell me how he held the championship for 1,316 days, and after that reign, not even 2 years later, he's in the running for the WWE Championship again. What's the reasoning for this? You have nothing. There's no other outcome here, guys. I'm trying to understand why they're doing this, and I can't find it. I can't find the reasoning. I can't find one, man. I can't. I'm gonna read some of these donos now. Let's go. We're gonna read some donos, man. And then we're gonna get into the show. Let's do this, man. Let's see this here. Okay, where is it here? Sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's read some of this, man. First off, we have two massive donos. Okay, first is here from Ipesha. He says the Vision looked like jobbers. Brock Lesnar got eliminated during a Yeet Fest. Hey, thank you. Broccoli Lesnar, who is one of the biggest beasts in the history of WWE, got eliminated while Jey Uso was yeeting. Think about it. Brock Lesnar eliminated while Jey Uso was yeeting. Anyways, let's just move on again because I don't even know what to even say about that at this point. This is just embarrassing. The rest of this dono says, Ipatient says, no eliminations were meaningful. Triple H lied about all the surprises again. This was lazy booking. Absolutely, it was lazy booking. Absolutely lazy booking. Ipatient, thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man. I'm really trying to look back and understand why they're doing this, and I have zero reasoning to explain this, guys. I really don't. I really don't, man. I really don't understand it. Let's see this here. Where is it? Okay. D sends over a dono. Thank you so much, man. He sends over a 15. He says, love that Roman Reigns won, but the final four was trash. Braun is supposed to be the future, but was the first one eliminated. Oba was amazing up until Brock eliminated him so uneventfully. Thank you so much, Adi, for the dono. I appreciate you, bro. But this needs to be said, guys. It needs to be said. Brock Lesnar getting eliminated while Jey Uso was yeeting, and then before that, eliminating Oba Femi while I think there was a countdown going on for a new entrant is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. If you don't think it's embarrassing, I don't know what to tell you at this point. I really don't. Richard Hatcher sends over a big time 10, man. Thank you so much, Richard Hatcher. He sends over a dono. He says, the Royal Rumble 2026 was a jobber knocker. Yeah, that's fact. It's not a slobber knocker. It's a jobber knocker. That's exactly what it is, man. This is pitiful. Pitiful. Sorry about that, man. Got to take up these libations, man, so I don't, you know what I'm saying, my mouth doesn't get dry, you know what I'm saying? Got to be able to talk, you know what I mean? Okay, let's read one or two more donuts, and I'm going to get back into the show real quick, because we have to also talk about something else, guys. Trick Williams. Trick or Treat Williams was eliminated. How was he even eliminated? I don't even remember what happened, but did Cody Rhodes eliminate Trick Williams tonight? Can you guys remind me? How did Trick Williams get eliminated? Who was it? Was it Cody Rhodes? Was it Cody Rhodes? Who eliminated? Cody Rhodes. That's right. It was Cody Rhodes. Yes, it was Cody Rhodes. Okay. Trick Williams got eliminated by Cody Rhodes. So we had Cody Rhodes eliminate LA Knight, Trick Williams, and who else did Cody Rhodes eliminate that was also pretty young, I'm pretty sure as well. There was someone else I'm looking at here. I don't even remember who it was. Either ways, Cody Rhodes eliminated all those people and then got Claymore kicked in the back of the head, and Drew McIntyre forced him to get eliminated. So now I'm going to give you guys a spoiler. I want to give you guys another spoiler, okay? I want you to listen real close to what I'm about to tell you. Codarius Rodington getting Claymored by Drew McIntyre at the end of that match is a spoiler for something I'm about to tell you right now. Mark my word on this. As of right now, WWE and the creative team in Triple Fraud are planning to have Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, and Jacoby Fatu fighting for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. I'm telling you that right now. That is definitely the plan they have as of right now. That may change, but as of right now, that is what is happening. And it's predictable, it's boring, and it's terrible. Which one of you wants to actually sit there and watch a match where Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, I can't stop thinking about Punk, and I can't stop thinking about Cody, and I can't stop thinking about Randy, and I can't stop thinking about Roman, and I can't stop thinking about Femi, and I can't stop thinking about HHH booking me like a jobber. That's what we're getting, guys. It's embarrassing. How many times do I have to sit here and see Triple H go out there and ruin the show? Every single week, Cody Rhodes comes out in his trench coat. I respect you. I love you. I need you, Jacob Fatu. I love you, Drew McIntyre. I appreciate you. What are you appreciating? You've been appreciating things for 5 years. And we've seen nothing change in Cody Rhodes' character. He won the championship in 2024. What's he done since? Nothing. Nothing. He's done nothing in this company. I'm sick of this garbage, man. I'm tired of it. How many times are we going to watch this, guys? Jacoby Fatu comes out to the ring running in slow motion like, and then he gets in the ring and gets eliminated. He gets eliminated. What am I supposed to do with that, man? What are we doing? What is the point of the Elimination Chamber if Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre and Jacoby Fatu are going to fight each other anyways? What's the point of the chamber? What's the point of the chamber? What's the point of it? Someone please tell. What is the point? What's the point of any of this? We're gonna go to Mania in Las Vegas. We're in Vegas. I'm gonna give you an epic story because I'm the gamer. What is epic about this story? What's epic about the story, guys? Someone tell me, what is epic about this story? Triple Fraud has not told an epic story since 1994. And we're talking about epic stories. He said that this show is going to be full of surprises. The surprises. Where are the surprises? These are the surprises right here, guys. You see those surprises right there? You see that? Those are the surprises. You're looking right at all the surprises that we had tonight. Those are all the massive surprises we had. It was loaded. It was stacked. And I'm hearing rumors about, what about Christopher Jericho? Chris Jericho's going to come back, Colin. He's back, man. Really? Chris Jericho is 56 years old or something like that. What is he going to do to fix this company? What's he going to do, guys? What's he going to do? Tell me. We're watching the Rumble. I'm sitting back watching the Rumble, guys. And I see La Parka. Why don't you go park your car over in catering? How about that? Park that car. I'm tired of hearing about La Parka. These shows are terrible. Nobody wants to see La Parka and Pentagon and Dragon Lee and all these other jobbers. Who else was out there? That was that Ludwig Kaiser, El Grande Americano, Chad Gable. How many jobbers are we going to get inside of this Rumble? Just straight jobbers. LA Knight's hanging onto the rope and gets disaster kicked and falls off the apron. He can't hang on or anything. What are we watching? Anyways, I don't even know what to even say at this point, man. This is stupid. It's stupid booking. Triple H. What could Triple H possibly have to say at this point, guys? What does he have to say? He's gonna get booed again when he goes out and talks about anything. He always gets booed and gets bad feedback. And then what's the response? The response is to come back tenfold and book another bad show. And I'm supposed to sit here and I'm watching Olivia Morgan. Olivia Morgan is doing the same thing. Rhea. It's the same stuff. We need new storylines. We need creativity. I understand that this era and this roster is not as good as the rosters of the Attitude Era or of Ruthless Aggression Era or of something like that. But somebody has to step in and be like, yo, we got to tell some good stories. We got to do something creative and we got to do something interesting. Not, we got to book the same thing we've been booking for 5 years. That's the difference I need inside of the booking. This is trash. You think that Gunther, how is Gunther the career killer when he tapped out to Jey Uso in 5 seconds? Does that make any sense to anybody watching this product? No, it's not earned. AJ Styles is one of the last workhorses in professional wrestling who actually was a star. And he came out there, guys. AJ Styles came out there. And they showed the graphic, like I said earlier. He wrestled, I think it was 370 matches, right? Or 380 maybe, or something like that, 370 matches, whatever it was. This guy's wrestled 370 matches in 10 years just in WWE alone on the televised side. Forget the live events, whatever. The televised side alone, he's wrestled 370 matches for this company. And his 10-year run in WWE ends with no storyline, no build-up, no promos basically, really no promos at all, in a match where he tapped a guy out but the ref wasn't looking. And then he comes out tonight and passes out. That's how AJ Styles ended, guys. It's not earned. Who watches that and is like, wow, that makes so much sense, man. This is perfect. This is awesome. I can't believe how well booked this was. This is beautiful. Who watches that and that's the response? Who? It's sad. It's really, really sad, man. I have no idea what's going on with this show other than the fact that it sucks. It's embarrassing. AJ Styles is one of the last greats of this company, and you can't even give him a good retirement. All you can do, all that you can... Hey, Mom. Let's just enjoy it. Let's just enjoy it while we got it, Mom. We just got to enjoy it while we got it, Mom. For real, for real. Okay. Now let's get back into what I was saying. We're going to actually talk about this show now. Let's talk about what we had. Number one, guys, I posted this on Twitter. If you want to see it, go ahead and check it out. The crowd tonight was missing thousands of people. Thousands of people. Thousands of people. And I'm not exaggerating. You can go back and look at the pictures, look at the show. They're missing thousands of people. Explain to me how we're missing that many people in a show that was advertised for 6 months and that is the second biggest show of the year, and we're missing that many people. No one was there. No one was there. Empty seat, empty seat, empty seat, empty seat, empty seat. A bunch of empty seats, man. How? How? Can someone explain, how is this happening to the company that's the hottest they've ever been? This era is better than the Attitude Era, according to Dr. Libations. According to Dr. Libations. That's what we're hearing, guys. This era is hotter than the Attitude Era. Yet we get out of here, and we don't even have half the arena filled, it feels like, man. It's embarrassing, guys. They had, 25,000 people in attendance? And how many seats were there? Well over 30K? Well, maybe 40K people available, and they only got 25K? Come on, man. I don't even... Are you serious? Whatever. I have nothing to say about this. The crowd being that empty is a massive indicator of the situation, guys. Because make no mistake. Don't blame this on Saudi Arabia. Don't blame this on, it's not in America. Don't blame this on, it was a taped show. It was a taped show. It was duct tape. It was Gorilla Glue. It was Gorilla Tape. My turtle's birthday. It was my hamster's birthday. I couldn't make the show, guys. The viewership is down because of my hamster's birthday. My donut's birthday. My pet water bottle's birthday. How many excuses do we have? How many, man? We're running out of excuses. This is an art form, an alleged art form, that used to have packed out arenas of 20K, 18K, 15K, etc. Etc. And you're watching it now. You can't even get half of the arena to show up to your show. You can't get half of the arena to show up to your show in Ireland, in Spain, in Italy, in Germany, in America, in Canada, in Saudi Arabia, in China, in Japan. You can't get anyone to show up to these shows anymore, guys. How is it possible that a year ago, when your product was bad, and I'm talking bad, you still were getting 1.3 million viewers on SmackDown consistently on USA Network? And now you move over not even a year later, and you can't even pull 900,000 viewers consistently on SmackDown, guys. Are you serious? Are you serious? And I'm supposed to sit. What are we supposed to say to this, guys? There's nothing to. What is there to review on the show? What am I supposed to sit here and say? Oh, well, Sol Ruka hit a Soul Snatcher. Zelina Vega came out and got no pop. Jordan Grace came out. No pop. What else is there to comment on here, man? Huh? Kiana James came out. No pop. What else to say? What's the new dude's name? Powerhouse Hobbs' new name. What's his new name now? Rick Briggs? Rick Boggs, Rick Grimes, Ricky Stanicki. I don't. What's his name? Rickathan Rockerin. What's the Powerhouse Hobbs' new name? Royce Keys, man. Royce Keys, guys. Royce Keys came out and did nothing tonight. What did he do tonight, guys? He came out with a haircut like me, walked out there. He's like basically me, but buffer. He comes out there and literally walked up into the stare down like this. Oh, I'm gonna get ya. Oh, I'm gonna get ya. I gotcha. What? Who's excited about this, guys? Royce Keys is a jobber, and he will be in catering in less than a year. Mark my words. That's not a prediction. That is a spoiler. Does anybody here think that Royce Keys is going to be a main eventer? Does anybody think he's going to get Royce a main eventer? The only thing Royce Keys has keys to is the catering box to grab his snacks before the show. because he's going to be there for a long time. It's unfortunate that this is what it is, guys, but you guys know it doesn't matter how talented you are or where you come from or what's it called or what company you wrestled in. You're going to job out under Triple H. It's as simple as that, guys. You just watch Trick Williams, who has more talent than Royce Keys by a landslide, and he's getting jobbed out. LA Knight, the same thing. He's getting jobbed out. What makes you think that Roysington Car Keys, is going to show up and now be a main eventer? He's going to be a jobber. He's going to be a jobber, man. It's as simple as that. By the time it's all said and done, there's a decent chance that he'll have the same number of Mania main events as me. That's as simple as that, man. That's what it is in Triple H's booking. We have to call it out like it is, guys. It's the same thing with Miro or Rusev now. Rusev came back however many months ago, and what has he done, guys? He jobbed out with Dominic Mysterio. He jobbed out with Penta. He jobbed out with the Grandes. He disappeared for 3 months, and he got eliminated today in 5 seconds. And he came from AEW because everyone just says, oh, well, you know, they're coming from AEW, man. She's going to be a star. He's going to be a star, and he's going to do this. She's going to do that. He's going to do that. They're not going to do anything, guys. Blake Monroe. Let me tell you something, right? Mariah May, one of the most talented women's wrestlers in the industry, in my opinion. She was great as Mariah May in AEW, doing great storylines, doing a great job. Now she's in NXT as Blake Monroe. What has she done since? What's she done since? Seriously. What has Mariah May done since coming over? What has she done, man? Nothing. She's done nothing. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I have no words. I have no words. She's jobbing out with Jada Parker. It's like, bro, bro. Okay. Yeah, I don't even... Whatever, we're done, Mom. Oh, I just messed up my hair. My bad, bro. But we'll be good, man. Who cares? I'm gonna have a hairline soon. Like, what's the dude's name? I didn't forget who it is. The one wrestler with the receding hairline. You know what I mean? But still, it's just I'm lost for words at this point, man. We have nothing left for this company, bro. It is what it is. Let's see what happened else here, man. We had the opening match. Brie Bella. Let's talk about something positive. Brie Bella is back, guys. Brie Bella, man. What an amazing, amazing return that was. I really enjoyed that. I got to give it to you guys, man. Brie Bella was awesome, okay? It was great to see her. She came out, and the crowd had so much life for, like, at least 3 minutes. You got the yes, 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 and everyone was excited. It was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. I really enjoyed that part of the show. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought that was great. Her and Nikki Bella working together is great. But again, do you guys remember when Nikki Bella turned heel on Raw like 2 months ago? Anybody remember that? You raise your hand. You guys remember that? Remember that, guys? You remember when that happened? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so how is she a face now? How's she a face now, guys? How's she a face, man? What happened? She comes back, and Brie Bella and her, they team up, and now they're just both faces. They're just both faces. Okay, cool. Anyways, let's just move on. Sol Ruca came out. She had a pretty solid showing inside of the match. Congratulations. Zelina Vega came out to no pop. Jordynne Grace came out to no pop. And then the crowd was so bored during this match, and they were chanting, "Thank you, Cena." The crowd was so bored, they're chanting, "Thank you, Cena." Thank you, Cena, during a Royal Rumble match, and they don't give a crap. They don't give a crap. Who cares? Who cares? They're chanting, "Thank you, Cena," while this match is going on. No one in the arena, you should have seen it, bro. They were literally in the arena. I wish I would have zoomed in and taken a picture. While this match was taking place, you had a situation where, like, what's it called? Who was it, man? Who was it, bro? Was it, man? Oh, my gosh. Oh, yes. Roxanne Perez came out. And then I think Julia came out. Some other people came out. And the fans were like this in the audience. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Oh, who's that? Oh, Julia? Oh, okay. Yeah, who cares? Let's see here. Oh, Rhea Ripley. Oh, this is my brutality. Okay, let's see here. No one cared. They were sitting there on their phones while these people were making their entrances because nobody cared. That's not a good sign. These people paid hundreds, even thousands of dollars to be here. And all they can do while they're sitting in that arena watching the match is pull out their phones and scroll on TikTok and look at Triple H's brand new cover of NBA or WWE 2K, WWE 2K26, man. Sorry, I think I got the camera wrong. My bad. Let me make sure that's good now. Is it good? You guys can see me and hear me, right? All right, yeah, we're good. Yeah, chilling. Sorry about that. I messed it up by accident. But you get the point. Okay, it's embarrassing. And then Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, guys. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. They're friends! Yeah! And so during the beginning of this match is Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. They're sitting in the ring, and they're shaking each other's hands, and they're basically just going like, hey, I'm your friend. You're my friend. Let's be friends together. You want to put the heart up? Yeah, heart. Ah, yeah, you go, girl. Yeah, clock it. Really? Are you kidding me? We're watching a Royal Rumble, and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss go out there so they can be friends. Charles Xavier and Alexander Bliss are out there so they can be friends. And to put their hearts together and clock it. Yeah. No words. No words. Anyways, no one even cares. I can't even... guys, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm being honest with you guys, as I always am. I can't tell you, and I mean genuinely, I can't tell you who was eliminated, who were they eliminated by, or what happened in this match until the end. I'm being serious. I can't even... I didn't even take notes. I don't even care. I don't care. I only remember what happened at the end, and that's all I can tell you guys. I stopped paying attention 30% into this match. I was done. Completely done with this garbage. What am I supposed to say about this, man? Oh, well, Jordan Grace and Jade Cargill are going to brawl! Really? Jordan Grace and Jade Cargill are going to brawl. Jade Cargill has had 0 defenses as champion. Cody Rhodes had barely any defenses as champion. Do you see a common theme here? Gunther barely had defenses as champion. It's embarrassing, bro. Nobody fights. Nobody wrestles. Nobody tells stories. Nobody cuts promos. And that's why the only dude who does those things, which is Roman Reigns, which Roman Reigns doesn't even wrestle that much, but at least when he does, he puts on good matches for the most part, unless he's jobbing out. At least he's going to do something with it, you know? It's just sad. It's really, 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 really sad, man. Really, really sad. Really, really sad, man. Really sad, bro. What does it say here? Lash Legend was the MVP of the Rumble. I have that written down. I did write that down. Lash Legend was the MVP of the Rumble. Oh, you know what, actually? Lash Legend eliminated Io Sky. She eliminated the Bella Twins. She eliminated, who did she eliminate, bro? Who was it? It was, who did she eliminate, bro? Bella Twins, Io Sky, and who was it? Can you guys put in the chat? I don't even remember who it was, bro. Charlotte Flair, that's right, and Nicholas Bella, yeah. Hold on, let me blow my nose real quick, bro. They had me having to blow my nose, man. That's how much I'm raging, is that I had to blow my nose. But still, you get the point, man. This is an embarrassment, guys. We're looking at this match from an objective point of view. Let's be honest with ourselves. Who here was the star? Where was the drama? Where was the drama here, guys? I'm tired of matches having no drama and no intrigue. If we know it's predictable and Liv Morgan's going to win, where's the intrigue then? Make us at least think that someone else is going to win. There is not a moment in this match where you thought Liv Morgan was going to lose. Not a moment. No angst. No like, wow, what if that person, that. No, nothing. Nothing at all. It's embarrassing, man. I'm so tired of this garbage. I'm so done with this match. You know what, guys? Forget this match. Liv Morgan won the match, and you know how she won it? She hit an Oblivion on Tiffany Stratton and threw her off the turnbuckle, and then Sol Ruka got thrown off the turnbuckle as well, and that's how the match ended. Do you care? Do I care? No. Unless Bianca Belair was involved in this Rumble, there is a 0% chance of me caring about this in the slightest, and even with her not being in it, or even with, and actually, matter of fact, yeah, even if she wasn't, I still wouldn't care. I don't care. I don't care at all. I'm being honest with you guys. This is an embarrassment, man. It's an embarrassment. And you know what's crazy to me? How can people still defend this garbage? How can you defend this? The reason why we still tune into these shows, guys, let's be honest at this point, it's out of the fact that we like wrestling and we want it to be great. So obviously, we're going to watch the shows in hopes that eventually it would get better. But let's be real, at least for me personally, I have not watched an entirety of a Raw or SmackDown since like early last year or like the late 2024. It's out of pity, man. We like wrestling, so we want it to be better, so we're going to tune in. But we all know that this product sucks. We know that. That's why most of us can't even watch it live after 30 minutes of the show. That's the problem, guys. You understand what I'm saying? No one is sitting down for 3 hours and watching SmackDown. If you are, I feel bad for you. I really do, because that's embarrassing. This show sucks. How can you sit here and watch this? You know? I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it. I watch like the first like 30 minutes or an hour and then stop and then skim through the rest that I missed and we move on. That's how we did that. That's how we do it, bro. You know? I have no words for that, man. It's just an embarrassment. Seriously. Anyways, We then move on to AJ Styles and Gunther's match. AJ Styles basically loses to Gunther here. I don't really know what else to say about this, guys. What are we supposed to say here? We already knew AJ Styles was going to lose. So what does this accomplish? Huh? What does this accomplish, guys? Seriously, be real with yourself. What did this match accomplish for anybody? Nothing. And by the way, I think that AJ Styles is actually going to wrestle some more in what's it called? In AEW or TNA. I don't think AJ Styles is done after this match. Because afterwards, AJ Styles puts his gloves, like he's about to grab his gloves and like put them on the ground and stuff like that. And he looks at his hands, he's like this. And then he grabs the gloves, puts them back on, and then he does like his big thing like this or whatever. And then afterwards, he doesn't leave. He doesn't leave, or no, he does leave, but he doesn't like leave his stuff in the ring. So that's the most important part. Your boy's under the weather, bro. I'm sorry about that, man. Your boy might be under the weather, bro. For real, for real. I'm literally under the weather reviewing this garbage. I'm showing up sick to watch this trash. Anyways, AJ Styles had a moment where he was basically getting chopped into oblivion. You know what I'm gonna do? I am giving Gunther a compliment right now. The chops that he delivered in the final quarter of this match were amazing. Great chops. Now, I cannot tell you anything good he did before we got to that last part of the match, but what I can tell you is that, quite frankly, I mean, the chops were decent. They were pretty good chops. Nobody cares because nobody actually cares on the slightest, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, at least he was doing the chops, right? And then afterwards, AJ Styles gets chopped so bad that he can't move anymore. And so he flops down like this, and he's laying down, and he's like this and all this other crap. And then Gunther goes for the patented headlock. He puts him in the headlock, grabs him, brings him down, and then AJ Styles just keeps on fighting out. Remember what happened when John Cena got put in a headlock? Remember that? Remember Mr. Never Give Up John Cena who got put in a headlock? Remember that, guys? And he smiled like this and tapped out like a jobber? That's what I remember. And then we move on. Gunther. Oh my gosh, guys. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Listen to the genius that I'm about to tell you right now. Gunther, in this match, if you watched it, he hit a low blow on AJ Styles while the ref wasn't looking. He did one of those back kicks and low blowed him, right? If you guys saw it, you know what I'm talking about. Do you guys remember at the Royal Rumble in 2013? My brother brought this up to me. This is an amazing point. Do you remember at the Royal Rumble in 2013 when The Rock, the lights went out and the Shield powerbombed The Rock and cost him the match, right? And then CM Punk, he won and retained his championship. And Vincent McMahon came out there with a mic and said, no, we know you cheated. We're restarting this match. And The Rock cuts him off and goes, no, you're not going to relinquish that championship from him. You're not going to take that title from him. I'm going to take that championship from him. And the Vince McMahon called out CM Punk for cheating. And The Rock, who's a fighting guy, you know what I'm saying? He got back up and said, I'm going to continue this match. Even though I'm injured, I got put through a table, and I'm going to fight this match out and win this championship. And what happened? The Rock won the championship. This is the type of booking that was needed here. Imagine if after Gunther had a situation where, what's it called? He cheated, obviously, and did the low blow. So they should have had an even bigger eye on him like they did, because he cheated a couple weeks ago, right? And used another low blow. Why is it that AJ Styles and nobody is paying attention to Gunther cheating? He cheated again today and no one says anything, guys. No one says anything. I just... Sorry about that. Your boy is actually under the weather reviewing this trash, bro. I never thought this was going to happen. Anyways, okay. That basically took place. And we had a situation after this happened. What was next here? Oh yeah, that's right. Guys, after AJ Styles took the... after AJ Styles got put into a headlock, he actually elbows out and gets out of it multiple times. Then when he gets out of it multiple times, he then gets back into position of the headlock and passes out. Great. Now what? What happens is Gunther wins the match, and it's officially revealed to us, guys, that AJ Styles is now retired from WWE. And that's how his career ends, and we move on. That's it. That was it, guys. That was it for AJ Styles, man. That's all you have to say. There was no storylines here. There was nothing. Absolutely nothing given to this match. And I mean nothing given to this match. And that's the problem with all this all this trash. Sorry, I almost said all this star power. I don't know why I was going to say that because there's no star power. Great Bastion. But yes, That's the situation. Gunther made AJ Styles pass out, and now Gunther will come out on Raw and basically tell us, I made AJ Styles tap out. I made AJ Styles pass out. I made AJ Styles Lil B. I made John Cena Lil B. Lil B, Lil B. Lil B, Lil B. Lil B. That's what we're going to get. It's boring. Nobody cares if Gunther made someone pass out. Nobody cares if he made him tap out. Simple as that, man. Stop. We then move on. Samantha Zayn fights against, what's his name? What's Drew McIntyre. I almost forgot his name. You know what I'm saying? Drew McIntyre fights against Samantha Zayn. This match is largely uneventful because, quite frankly, there's nothing to say about this. Because guess what, guys? You're never gonna win the big one, Femi. 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 That's what happened in this match. Sami Zayn is never gonna win the big one. That's what it is, guys. We've seen this 15 million times. Sami Zayn has been trying to win the big one since 1947, bro. Simple as that. I don't care. Sami Zayn trying to win the big one. Who cares about Sami Zayn winning the big one? The big one, guys. What is the big one? What does that even mean? I'm gonna win the big one, guys. We're gonna win the big one, Femi. World Championships, Femi. Femi. Trying about those, Sammy. We then move on. Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre put on a pretty mediocre match as far as I'm concerned because I can't even tell you what happened in this match, quite frankly, besides the ending, which I really liked. At the end of this match, Drew McIntyre powerbombs Sami Zayn through the announce table, okay? After this happens, Sami Zayn is like laying back on his back. He's like, I'm never going to win the big one, Femi. And then Drew McIntyre grabs him, throws him back in the ring, and then Drew McIntyre hits 2 claymores in this guy's face. And after that takes place, Drew McIntyre picks him up again. He picks up his head, and he basically goes like this. He's like, Sammy, say goodbye to your family. Think about your son. I'm not just a champion. I'm a Scottish warrior, and I'm going to claymore your head off. And then he goes into the corner, and it doesn't even count down. He just picks up Sammy's head and claymores him right in the head and jobs out Sami Zayn. This portion of the show was great booking because Drew McIntyre should be jobbing out Sami Zayn. He should be destroying Sami Zayn, and this is exactly what should be taking place. So when I saw this, I was like, you know what? I thought this was great. Quite frankly, in my opinion, I thought this was awesome. I was like, yo, why not, bro? Why not? So Drew McIntyre retains his championship, and honestly, I thought it was good. Certainly good booking, man. Certainly good booking. You know, we have to really be grateful when we do get moments of good booking on this show, bro. Give me 2 seconds, man. I'm gonna grab a napkin. There we go. My bad. I'm actually getting sick, guys. I think I'm actually getting sick while watching the show. This is how bad the shows are that I'm getting sick while watching this trash. That's how bad it's getting. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about this, okay? Now, the main event. Bronito Breakker gets jobbed out by Austin Theory. What am I supposed to say about this? What am I supposed to say? Austin Theory jobs out Braun Breaker. And? What am I supposed to be excited about this? No. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, literally at all in the slightest. So then Obama Femi enters, right? Obama Femi is basically being booked to be this guy who's going to be this big monster, and he's going to just destroy people, and he hurts people. Like, he's like Bobby Lashley in their, what's it called, in their theme song, where they're like, where we hurt people, all that stuff. That's all Obama Femi was doing in this match, was just eliminating people, body slamming people, and being booked like a monster. Understandably so. Great for him. However, I need someone to explain to me why Obuscus Femi, gets eliminated randomly by Brock Lesnar for no reason. I understand that you wanted to save their face off maybe for something on the line, but why are Bronson, or what's the dude's name, bro? There's so many Broccoli, Brunson. There's so many Brunsons and Bronze and LeBron James Jr. and LeBron and Bronny. Okay? All the Brock Lesnar nonsense. This guy comes out. I love Brock Lesnar. Entrance was great. He comes to the ring, and basically he just eliminates Obafemi. They do a fake face-off like 3 times, and then after that takes place, there's nothing to say about it, man. Literally nothing. Literally nothing. And then you have Obafemi not only gets embarrassed, the El Grande Americanos, Chad Gable returns inside of this Rumble, guys. So that's great for him. He's still doing an El Grande Americano gimmick, which shows you that Triple H has zero creative left for this guy. Then we move on. Brock Lesnar gets eliminated while Jey Uso is yeeting. Think about it. Think about it. Brock Lesnar gets eliminated while Jey Uso is yeeting. I can end this stream right now. Brock Lesnar gets eliminated while Jey Uso is yeeting. And Jey Uso in the middle of the match goes like this, guys. I'm getting the big winners. I'm the big winners. I'm getting the big winners. I'm the big winners. Big winners. One more time. That's what Jey Uso did during the Rumble. That's all he does, man. It's the same thing as a few weeks ago on Raw, where he comes out and he's like, I'm gonna send the warning shot, Oos. I got y'all, Oos. It's the warning shot. Bang! 4-letter, 1 word. That's all that Jey Uso has to offer. And this guy's yeeting while Brock Lesnar is getting thrown over the top rope. Are you kidding me? This is the product that was put in front of our face today. That's what we got, man. That's what we got. I'm blowing my nose again. How about I did all that while muted. Anyways, we get the point, Mom. Now, what else happened here? What else happened here, man? Let me check this out next. After this takes place, we had another embarrassing elimination. We now have, where is it? Who is that? Wow. Guys, I just remembered something. Hold on, give me a second here, guys. Trick Williams got eliminated by Cody Rhodes. I forgot about that. I forgot I even talked about that earlier. And then we had LA Knight's entrance. LA Knight came out. Massive pop for LA Knight. Massive pop for LA Knight. After LA Knight comes out, though, guys, he comes out, eliminates, what's her name? Bronson Reed and Austin Theory, okay? After this takes place, guess what happens next? Cody Rhodes and LA Knight are brawling right next to the turnbuckle. After they brawl, LA Knight flies over the top rope and he's still hanging on. Cody Rhodes does a disaster kick and LA Knight trickles down the rope and falls right off the apron. And that's what happened. That's what you got, guys. That's it. That's it. LA Knight eliminated again. Again. It's unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable, man. I don't even... What can you possibly say about this nonsense? What can you say about this, guys? LA Knight is never going to win anything. He came back in 2020, or he came up the ranks in 2023. It was in the elimination, the Money in the Bank, and they gave it to Damian Priest? Damian Pastor? They gave Damian Pastor a Money in the Bank champion, a Money in the Bank briefcase, before they gave LA Knight any meaningful wins on a PLE for a singles match. Anything. And I mean anything, and they gave him that. Damian Pastor, guys. And then we move on to 2024. And Triple H is saying, good things come to those who wait. Give LA Knight some time. LA Knight needs time. Time. And you fast forward to the rest of 2024. What did he do? What did he do? He jobbed out to what's his name? To AJ Styles. And then beat AJ Styles at Mania. Then he ended up beating Logan Paul for the U.S. Championship at SummerSlam. And then what happened after that, guys? Los Angeles Knight. LA Knight jobbed out to Shinsuke Nakamura for a meaningless U.S. championship. He then won it back from Shinsuke and jobbed out at Mania last year to Jacoby Fatu. And then guess what he did during all summer last year? Jobbed out to Seth Rollins. Jobbed out to Braun Breaker. Jobbed out to Jey Uso. Jobbed out to Bronson Reed. And then at the end of the year, at the end of the year was written off of TV after getting tsunami through a car. And then at the beginning of this year, he returns to the Royal Rumble and gets jobbed out and can't even make it to the final 8 of the Royal Rumble. That's what LA Knight's booking is. And we're supposed to sit here and say, well, at least it was awesome. I mean, at least LA Knight is over. He's had momentum for 3 years, guys. He's had momentum for 3 years. Yeah. And he's getting jobbed out by Damian Pastor. Yeah. And Brunson Reed. Yeah. And Braun Breaker. Yeah. And Austin Theory. Yeah. And Logan Paul. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Never seen someone get that over just to get embarrassed. It's embarrassed. He's just embarrassed. Every single time you see him, he's getting embarrassed. That's all he can do is get embarrassed. That's it. It's just embarrassing at this point, man. So sad. I don't understand how this is allowed at this point. All LA Knight can do is job out and get embarrassed, bro. That's all he can do. I've had enough, man. And Triple Fraud has the audacity to sit there and look LA Knight in the eye and say, good things come to those who wait. Well, we've been waiting for a good product, and Triple H has given us nothing for 2 years. So what are we waiting for? Let's just keep on waiting, guys. Let's keep waiting. Wait. Yeah, let's wait. Gosh, it's so good. Guys, this content's so good, guys. It's so good. Triple H is cooking, man. Papa H is cooking a full course meal. The heck out of my face with that nonsense, man. I'm so tired of hearing about this stuff. How can this product still get defended? Who is defending this garbage? What? Let me guess. Well, the Rumble was an hour and a half, but it had 3 or 4 good moments. So it's a good Rumble, Feejax. You're being too hard, Feejax. You gotta stop, Feejax. How about this one, Feejax? Stop. It's over. Embrace what's happening to this product, guys. You have had 0 stars developed, and Triple H is reluctant and has too big of an ego to develop anyone else in this company. And so that's why Cody Rhodes gets 2 WWE Championship reigns that he doesn't deserve. He doesn't deserve any of them. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose yet again. But you get the point, man. You get the point. It's ridiculous, man. Somebody said C-Nose. Yes, C-Nose is acting up, man. C-Nose is acting up, but still. You live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. But that's the point, man. I've had enough of LA Knight, and then we have to wait, guys. Triple H is a liar. He is a liar. He's lying to all of the jobber fans out there who continue to suck this stuff up. They just suck it up. They come back again, and they're like, man, this was peak. This was awesome. This was epic. This is epic. What is epic about these shows, guys? LA Knight has been buried, and he's the last chance you had, probably, at making an actual main eventer. And that was around the age range of Roman Reigns at least 2 or 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And he still is now, kind of, to an extent. He's like 43 or 44 now. It's over. It's done now. LA Knight's not getting nothing. It's over. He's 44. He should have had something 3 years ago. It's too late now. You know, when you're 40 years old, maybe you can do something. When you're 44, 45, you're done. So I have nothing else to say at this point, man. We've seen enough of this garbage. It's getting embarrassing, and we have to acknowledge it for what it is. Our time is up, guys. Our time is up. Our time is up with LA Knight. It's sad to say it, but it's done. I don't care about the Chamber. I don't care about Raw. What's LA Knight gonna do on Raw now, guys? He's going to go back there with Kathy Kelly. Hey, Kathy, I'm going to win the world title. Yeah, I'm going to fight for this. What else can he possibly say? How many times he's going to his neck off after all the times he said and won nothing? That's what he's doing. That's it. And he's winning nothing. What has he done, man? He's done nothing. I don't care about him going. Put your neck down, man. Put your neck down and job out. That's what LA Knight does now. It's embarrassing, bro. A dude that talented, he's been cutting good promos, wrestling consistently, putting on good matches, obviously, every now and then, you know what I'm saying, when they actually let him not get jobbed out, of course. And on top of that, LA Knight, guys. LA Knight is actually getting better as a storyteller every single time because his promos are already great, but now when you look at the adversity he's going through, they can kind of weave it in, and sometimes it actually makes his promos even better now. And all he's getting as a reward for that, guys, is getting a disaster kick from Cody Rhodes. What makes Cody Rhodes better than LA Knight? What? Seriously, I want people to tell me in the chat. If you think that Cody Rhodes is better than LA Knight, tell me what he does better. What does he do better? Nothing. Nothing. He does nothing better than LA Knight. Not one thing. Not one thing. And that's the bottom line. We then get to later in the match. Gunther comes out on one leg, on one injured leg, and ends up beating or eliminating multiple people. I don't even remember who he eliminated, but he eliminated multiple people. And so the final four is Randy Orton, Gunther, Roman Reigns, and Logano Paul. And again, what can I say about this, guys? LA Knight and Gunther and all these other, or not, sorry, no, Gunther, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns. What can I say here, guys? You already knew when you saw this Final Four that Roman was going to win. You already knew that, man. You already knew that, man. You already knew that. So we can't sit here and lie to ourselves when we already know what's coming. We know how bad these shows are. We know how bad the booking is. And so we get to the Final Four, and Gunther, on one leg, eliminates Randy Orton from the Royal Rumble. That's what we got today, guys. That's it. He eliminated Randy Orton from the Rumble on one leg. On one leg. And then after that, we then watch as Roman Reigns eliminates Jey Uso, and he also eliminated Logan Paul. He eliminated Jey Uso before the Final Four, but that's what happened. Then he eliminated what's his name? Logan Paul. Logan Paul gets eliminated, and now it's Gunther and Roman. Now what? Who do you think's gonna win, guys? You think Gunther's gonna win the Royal Rumble? Do ya? Are you really excited? Gunther ends up losing, and Romano Reigns is the winner of your 2026 Royal Rumble. Again, what can I say about this? Roman Reigns is the last superstar in all professional wrestling. So quite frankly, this needed to happen. I'm glad that Roman Reigns won. The reason why is because Roman Reigns is one of the only options I wanted to win besides him or LA Knight. And Roman Reigns ended up winning. Now that now that Roman Reigns has won, I think it's safe to say that he's probably going to beat whoever he challenges at WrestleMania, and he will become champ again. Because they have no options, guys. They have no options. What are the options here? What are the options, guys? He comes out there and does what? What's he going to do? Seriously, what in the world? What in the world is he going to do if Roman Reigns is not champion after WrestleMania? Nothing. CM Punk is older. He's going to retire in a year. I mean, what do you possibly have to offer at this point? Nothing. So Roman Reigns, who gave you 2 years to build stars, who gave you 2 years to make new wrestlers, make new storylines, make new matches, make new main eventers, all that stuff, and you built nothing. And now we have to watch Romano Reigns come back and win the championship in order to restore any type of order to this company. And that is how the Royal Rumble ended. That's it. That's it. No words. No words, man. I mean, I don't understand it. I genuinely don't understand it. It was a really bad show. A very, very bad show. Roman Reigns winning is good because, he needed to win. We have no options, right? Where our options for main eventing are pathetic. You understand? They're pathetic. Pathetic. But now we have an actual main eventer in the main event spot, so that's always a good sign. But quite frankly, guys, outside of that, I mean, what else actually happened on the show? I can't even tell you anything that happened on the show because nothing actually happened. So I don't know. Now let's do something real quick. I'm gonna check and see fans on guys. I just realized that Bianca Belair and AJ Lee weren't even in the Rumble tonight. They weren't even in the Rumble. Bianca Belair, I will say, I think is still injured. So hopefully she heals and gets better and she's back in time for Mania. But AJ Lee not being in the Rumble, I mean, it's not surprising at this point. I mean, we already knew that. I didn't even think she was scheduled to show up. But is there anything here that WWE has posted from the Rumble? Let's check the Twitter account and see if WWE's posted anything from this Rumble, man. Let's check it out. Okay. Okay. Triple H told Jackie Redmond and the other people on the panel to expect the unexpected. That's all he had to say, guys. Liv Morgan has her post interview. What did she say? She said she's going to take her time making her WrestleMania decision. Great. So she's going to be fighting Stephanie Vaquer. That's pretty obvious. Okay, and then nothing else was said, guys. That's it. That's it. There is zero. Nothing. There's nothing here. Wow. Wow. Let me see this here. Yeah, nothing happened, guys. Nothing happened. That's it. No one said anything about the show afterwards. No one said anything important about the show afterwards. Which, you know what that means to me? No one backstage has any plan for any of this stuff. They're just having people win because they need to have someone win. And that's the problem with this show. That's the biggest issue with this show. The reason why Liv Morgan won is because they had no one else to give the championship to. They had no one else to, to put in the main event scene on Raw. They can't give it back to Rhea because Rhea's too boring and she's already done it before. Liv Morgan's also boring, but she hasn't been a world champion and she hasn't fought for it in a minute, so they can't do that. Rhea fought for the world title for the first 9 months of last year, so they can't run that back. Then you move on. Bianca Belair would be your next choice, but obviously she's not there right now. She's still injured, so that can't work. Jade Cargill's already champion. That's it. That's it. There's no other options here, guys. Tiffany Stratton was just champion last year, so you can't give it back to her. Kairi Sane and Asuka, they're not going to win anything. So, obviously, the only option is Liv Morgan. And then in the men's division, you only have one option, and it's Roman Reigns. That's all you have, guys. That's it. That's all you have. So, I have nothing else to say about this, man. I'm curious, what do you guys think about Roman Reigns? How about this? If you guys are fans of Roman Reigns winning the Rumble, say OTC in chat. If you don't like it, say no. That's what I want to see. I want to see what your guys' reaction to this is. What do you think? Okay, you guys like it? Yeah. You like it? Okay. Now, let me get your thoughts on this. If you think that Liv Morgan winning the Rumble was great, say Liv. If you think it was bad, just say no. I want your thoughts on the Women's Rumble. What do you think about Liv Morgan winning? Let's see. No. Wow. Okay, people are not rocking with Liv winning. Wow. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I thought people were going to like that. I don't like Liv winning at all. But I thought that people were actually going to like that. Yeah, no. I understand you completely. Because you know what the problem is? Liv Morgan winning shows you that they have no other options, but it also shows you guys that they're probably going to have Stephanie Vaquer tomorrow on Raw or the day after on Raw. She's probably going to end up losing that championship to Raquel Rodriguez. And then after she loses to Raquel Rodriguez, we're then going to have a Raquel versus Liv feud for Mania. But again, is that interesting? Who wants to see Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan at Mania for the world title when you know Liv's going to win? That's not a storyline that you can really, get involved in. It can have some good segments, but you see what the problem is, guys? This is the problem. I'm going to give you 3 problems with this. Number 1 is this is a heel versus heel match, right? Which you guys know I can't stand heel versus heel and face versus face. It's just stupid. But that's step 1. Step 2, guys, is that because Raquel and Liv have had no actual connection with each other in storylines for the last year and a half, I don't even care if they break up. I don't care. And then third, let's say that this all culminates in the Judgment Day breaking up. Who cares? This should have happened 2 or 3 years ago, man. Does anybody in chat care if the Judgment Day breaks up now? Or do you think it should have already happened? Be for real with yourself, bro. Be real. You know it. Exactly. Should have already happened. Thank you. Nobody cares. Literally nobody cares. And if you guys notice, after Roman Reigns won the Rumble, there was no pictures taken, at least so far that I'm seeing, no pictures taken with Triple H and Roman Reigns. Last year when Jey Uso and Charlotte won the Rumble, Triple H took a picture with both of them. Now look, no pictures with Roman Reigns. So Triple H is clearly gonna have a problem with this. This is gonna be an issue going forward. For sure. He's going to be mad, man. Triple H is so mad right now, bro. That's actually hilarious. He should be mad because he didn't do anything. So who cares? Look at this, guys. Guys, look at this. Look at this. You see that? That's Triple H and Liv Morgan after the Royal Rumble, bro. He's taking a picture with Liv Morgan. Now, there's no picture like that for Roman Reigns winning the Rumble. Nothing for this winning the Rumble. Literally nothing in the slightest at all, bro. That is crazy to me. That is crazy to me, bro. Wow. That is I told you. There is clearly a beef going on between Roman Reigns and Triple H, guys. Roman Reigns and Triple H are having beef, bro. You can tell. It's happening. Triple H's ego is hurt because Roman Reigns called him out yesterday and exposed the fact that he sucks at his job. And now you have this. You have this. This is sad. Wow. Wow, bro. Yeah, that's done. He ain't even taking it. Man. Guys, what do you think about this? Let me ask you a question. What do you guys think if Roman Reigns gets to WrestleMania and gets his matchup and gets to, cash in his Royal Rumble victory and all that stuff and loses? Do you think he's winning his Mania match this year? Yes or no? What do you think? I gotta see the answer to that. No. Wow. No. Okay, mostly yeses. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know. I don't know if Roman Reigns is gonna win that match. I don't know. It has to happen because we need it to happen. But is it actually going to go through? That's what I'm curious about. I don't know. I gotta see that. I don't believe it. Triple H is probably pissed off that Roman Reigns called him out, and now because of it, because he had to bend the knee as well and have Roman Reigns win the night, he's probably pissed off even more. So, I don't know. That's going to be a really close one, man. That's going to be a very close one. Man, dude, Roman, bro, that's going to be crazy. Y'all think Roman Reigns comes out on Raw on Monday? I think so, right? He has to. But how often is he going to show up after that is my question, I don't know. That's crazy, bro. No. You guys don't think he's showing up? Really? Wow. Okay. He might not, to be honest with you. I don't think that... I honestly think there's going to be a problem here, guys. Triple H's ego can literally put dudes in the dirt. Like genuinely. They'll have zero reasoning to do this stuff when Triple H is actually booking the shows and stuff. He's going to actually start booking these dudes like jobbers. We just watched him have Roman Reigns job out to Brunson Reed like 3 months ago. I'm just going to be honest with you. Don't be surprised that this is the new normal. Man. It might be. Okay. What we're going to do now. Wow, that's a good bit of them. Holy crap. All right. We are going to now read all the super chats. And then afterwards, I'm going to make my shorter review, right, to post to the YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and read the super chats. We're going to talk more about the Rumble. And then we'll wrap it up once I'm done all these. But there's a good bit of them here, so we're going to have to go through these. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let's get started. Okay. First off here, we have the Powers That Be sending over a Big Dog 5. Thank you so much, the Powers That Be. I appreciate you. He says the Royal Fumble. Triple fraud should be fired immediately. Absolutely. No notes extra needed to be added to that, okay? Tubby1278 sends over a dono. He says, let it rip, C-Jax. Lego. Let's hear it. Yes, I got y'all, bro. This show was trash. I would give this show... What are you guys rating the Royal Rumble in the chat? Give me 1 to 10. What are you rating the Royal Rumble? I got to see your guys' rating and get the total average. Because I'm giving it a 0. Or a 1. I'll give it a 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Give it a 1 out of 10. Give it a 1. 2, 3, 0. Okay, 3. The main consensus looks like 3 or 1. In between there. So 2 out of 10 seems like the average. Right? 3 or 4. Okay. Fair enough. I think we can all agree that the max that we're giving this show is a 3 or a 4 out of 10. I think we're all agreeing on that. That the max you can give it is a 3 out of 10. I'm giving it a 1 or a 2, but that's just me. The only points it's getting is because Drew was booked well and Roman Reigns won. Other than that, I have nothing positive to say about this show because the actual other 4 hours of it were terrible. So that's that. Okay. Let's see here. What's called Tubby1278. Thank you so much for that dono, by the way. CEO Jordan, my boy CEO Jordan, he sends over a dono. He says, people knew Liv and Roman were winning a month ago. Exactly. That's the biggest problem with this, guys. Thank you so much, CEO Jordan. Why are we doing this if we already knew that Liv and Roman were going to win 3 months ago? Why? The odds in the betting for this show, like earlier this week, said Liv and Roman were going to win. You fast forward and Liv and Roman are winning. So I don't even, what was the point of any of this, bro? It's just weird. Very, very odd, man. Okay. Team Forwood sends over a 2. He says, Triple H dictator / himbo deserved my roast video. Team Forwood, I might check that out, man. Thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate you, bro. Triple H is a liar. Apacia sends over another dono. Thank you so much, Apacia. You know what I'm saying? He says Triple H is a liar. What massive surprises. The surprise is that this show was actually a 3 out of 10 rather than a 0. That was the surprise we got tonight. That's it. Other than that, we got no surprises, man. Okay. All right. Sean TV sends over a dono. He sends over a 3. No words or anything, just a dono, man. Thank you so much, Sean TV. I appreciate you, dog. Okay. Brandon Morgan sends over a 2. He says, no Chris Jericho. My childhood hurts. Well, I'm sorry to hear this, man. But I can tell you is that, hey, the good news is at least you have Brock Lesnar, and you have Roman Reigns, and you have Randy Orton, and you have Seth Rollins, and you have John Cena, who you can always go back and watch his matches, I guess, right? And then you got, what's the dude's name? Chris Jericho will be back at some point soon. So, yeah, there you go. At least you have something, right? So thank you so much, Brandon Morgan, for the dono. I appreciate you. CEO Jordan says over another dono, man. I appreciate you, bro. He says Braun flew to Saudi for no reason. What the F? Yeah, I don't know why Braun Breaker went over to Saudi if he was just gonna job out like this. But again, this is the booking that happened. You know, I mean, come on, guys. You know this is coming. Let's be real with ourselves. When you see that, when Triple H is booking you and you know that you're not doing nothing because you get out on a show and you have no storylines, it's time to call it quits. You already know what's happening to you, so don't be surprised. You know what I mean? All right. Ashton Godfrin sends over a 5. He says, our surprise was Gunther being the 30th entrant of the Rumble and LA Knight being more jobbed out than Finn Balor, thanks to Triple Fraud. Ashton Godfrin, thank you so much for the dono, bro. You're spitting straight facts, complete truth. Anthony Brumoff sends over a dono. He says, they're shoving Gunther's chokehold down our throat. Well, that's why he's choking us out, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is now. I'm so tired of the chokehold because, guys, here's the problem. How can you convince people that Gunther is the career killer when he got his career nearly killed by Jey Uso? How does that work? Do you see people going around and calling Randy Orton the legend killer after tapping out to someone like a Zack Ryder? You understand what I'm saying? Obviously, Jey Uso's better than Zack Ryder, but you get the point. Randy Orton was not jobbing out and tapping out to mid-carders and tag team guys. Could you imagine? What's a tag team that was around when Randy Orton was? Okay, could you imagine Randall Orton being tapped out by like Matt Hardy or Christian? I mean, could you, or Bubba Ray Dudley or something like that? Could you imagine that? Well, imagine if they did all that and they were calling him the legend killer. Are you kidding me, bro? That would be embarrassing, right? So why are we watching it here? You know? I don't know. I don't understand. Anthony Brumoff, thank you for the dono. Manny96P sends over a 5. He says, where was Paul Heyman when Logan Paul was in the Final Four if he is part of the Vision? This faction doesn't make sense. That is an amazing point. I didn't even think about that. Logan Paul, when he came out, there was literally nobody there with him. Literally nobody. He just came out and that was it. Very odd. Thank you so much for the dono, though, Manny. I appreciate you, bro. See here there. Let's see who's this. What's next here? Maze Love Sosa says over a donut. Thank you so much. Maze Love Sosa. I appreciate you. She says, Salam alaikum, Zayn. Not winning made my night. Yeah, Sami Zayn, bro, I'm so tired of this guy. This guy's got 18 hometowns. When the referee does the announcement at the beginning and he basically goes, he's like, hailing from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. You can also say, hailing from Saudi Arabia, hailing from America, hailing from Russia, hailing from Africa, hailing from Italy, hailing from China. Like, everywhere they go, this guy's a hometown guy. It's just like, he's always an underdog. And you know why he's an underdog? Because you're never going to win the big one, Femi. You're never going to win the big one, Femi. Now, we move on. Black Panther GD2JU sends over a 5. He says, Triple H versus CJX at WrestleMania 40. Winner becomes Booker and takes creative control. Black Panther, I appreciate your dono, man. Thank you so much. And quite frankly, I would be down to have a program at Mania 40 where I was actually having something to do with Triple H. I think me and Triple H could actually make some really, really great shows together, with me doing like 95% of the work, of course. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Okay, let's see. D sends over a big time 15, man. Shout out D. Sorry about that. Oh, wait, I already read this one from D earlier in the stream, actually. I just realized that. But thank you so much, D. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, dog. Care81 sends over a 2. He says, Triple H booking, you get a mask, you get a hoodie. Yeah, basically. Care81, I appreciate you, bro. He basically shows up and you get a mask and you get a hoodie, man. That's as simple as that. It's facts. You know what I'm saying? You show up and you get your little black hoodie set and you just try and fight back. That's all you got to do, man. Figure it out. We then move on. We get Mr. Meowiawa sends over a 2. He says crowd was dead silent the whole time. Yeah. Mr. Meowie, the crowd got alive for like the crowd was alive for probably like 5 minutes out of the show. Like total, I'd say. Maybe 10 minutes if we're being generous. So that's basically that. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Meowiawa, by the way. I appreciate you, bro. Okay. The Vision looked like jobber. Pacia sends over another dono. He says the Vision looked like jobbers. Brock got eliminated during a Yeet Fest. No eliminations were meaningful. And Triple H lied about the surprises again. Lazy booking. Absolutely lazy booking. Yeah, there's no other way to say it at this point. Apacia, thank you so much for the big time 15 on that dono, man. I appreciate you. Okay, thank you so much. Tio Efrain El Buki sends over a 2. He says, te agradezco, Branito Breaker, tambien te lloro. What's it called? I only know what tambien means in that because I know what that word means in Spanish, which I think is also. But I don't know what any of the other stuff means. I'm sorry, man. Can I translate this actually? No, I can't. Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can read it, but I don't know what it means. You know what I'm saying? But thank you so much, Tio. I appreciate you. Ash KN4U sends over a 5. Thank you so much, Ash. Appreciate you, dog. What's it called? He says, this is Triple H's NXT booking at full force. People glaze his NXT booking, and this is the result of it. He ruined the developmental division. Thank you so much, man, for the dono. I appreciate you, and that's complete facts. Triple H is still booking like he's in NXT, even though he's booking on the main roster. This shows you he has no growth. He has no versatility as a booker. All he can do is give you the same thing in 5 different ways. That's basically it. Not even 5 different ways. He can give you the same thing in one way. That's what he does. He gives you the same thing in the same way every single time. It's like eating at McDonald's and ordering the same meal, bro. So there you have it. Thank you so much, Ash. I appreciate you. Richard Hatcher sends over a big time 10. Thank you so much, Richard Hatcher. I appreciate you, dog. He says Royal Rumble 2026 was a jobber knocker. Yes, it was. Absolutely, it was. There's no other argument about it. We already know this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be real with ourselves, guys. If you actually watched that Rumble, right, and you thought it was anything different than like a 1 or a 2 out of 10, you're lying to yourself. Okay. So there you go. Thank you so much, Richard. Let's see here. Alejandro sends over a 2. He says AJ Styles got done dirty worse than Cena. Alejandro, man, thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate you, bro, and you're spitting facts. AJ Styles, at least I can say this about AJ Styles, right? At least he fought back. You know, at least AJ Styles was elbowing out of the headlock and trying to get out and trying to hit phenomenal forearms and hitting his Styles Clash. At least he tried to do something. But again, with Cena, it was just... It was just tapping. That's all it was, just tapping. Just smile and tap. So, yeah, there you go. I don't know what to say about it. We then move on. Okay. We have Adi sends over a dono. Adi sends over a dono. He sends over an 8. He says, Trick was done dirty and looked like an idiot for refusing to help Javon with Oba. Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Trick Williams getting eliminated by Cody Rhodes was no bueno. He should have lasted longer in the ring. You could have had an interaction with Roman and with Trick. And with what's his name, bro? With Oba, right? And they could even interact with people like Randy Orton and people like that. But he couldn't even do that. So, I don't know. Whatever. But Adi, thank you so much for the dono. Joshua Hughes says over a big time 10. Thank you so much, Joshua Hughes. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. He says, C-Jax, the Royal Rumble was fire. Psych, I lied. Aura. You ready for garbage? Thank you so much, Joshua. I appreciate you, bro. Chris Mista sends over a 5, man. Thank you so much, Chris Mista. Appreciate you. He says, the fact that there's no Jericho or Paige return tells me how bad this year's Royal Rumble is. Absolutely. Listen, the fact that they didn't show up and shows you a multitude of different things. Number one, it shows you that nobody cares about the show. If they really cared, they would show up and actually give a crap about this, but nobody cares. We then also have to understand and acknowledge the fact that, quite frankly, look, Chris Jericho coming back at 56 years old or 55 years old, whatever he is, 52, 53, 51, 52, 54, 55, it doesn't make a difference anymore, guys. The show's dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Whether Jericho and Paige are there or not, it's over. Awkward sends over a 5. Thank you so much, Awkward. Thank you, bro. He says, even though Roman Reigns won, I still feel nothing because of how horrendous he has been booked by the doofus son-in-law, Triple H himself, Triple Fraud. Yeah, I have to agree with you here. Awkward, thank you so much for the dono. Yeah, man, you're right. I mean, listen, even though Roman Reigns won and we all like Roman Reigns and all that stuff, it's all because of previous booking prior to Triple H. So I don't even know what else to say about it at this point. It's just sad. It really is sad. Roman Reigns wins and it doesn't even feel grandiose anymore because it doesn't matter how bad the booking is, you know? So yeah, there you have it. Okay. Cody versus Drew versus Jacob is the rumor. Oh my God, this company is hilariously stupid. Yeah, that's completely facts. A D, thank you for that dono, man. I appreciate you, bro. It's just stupid. Dead Walk sends over a 750, man. You know what I'm saying? 750, bro. 1975. That's the last time that we got a good WWE show, so thank you. This was the worst Royal Rumble, he says, since 1993. Yokozuna won that, and then 95/96, Shawn Michaels won that one. Yeah, this was a bad Rumble. I think 2000. There's one in the 2010s that I feel like was pretty bad. I don't remember which one it was. It may have been the one that who won? Was it Sheamus's that he won? It was someone though. It was someone. Sheamus had a pretty bad Rumble. Dead Walk though. I appreciate you, man. GCMXHD sends over a 5. He says, this has to be one of the worst Rumbles I have ever watched and full of jobbers, man. Glad Roman Reigns won. GCMXHD, thank you so much for the dono, and I agree with you, man. This was a jobber Rumble. I'm just glad that Roman Reigns walked out with the dub, though. Yeah. Alberto Del Rio. Which one did Alberto Del Rio win? Was that 2013? Or no, that was John Cena won that year, right? So, who won the Rumble in 2000 and... In 2000 and I don't know why I'm playing with this, bro. These are these brand new socks that have been sitting on my desk for like 3 weeks, and I'm just like fiddling with them as I'm reading these donations, bro. I'm gonna start doing this. The Miz won in 2011. Oh no, Alberto won in 2011. Okay, got you. Who did Alberto beat at 2011? Edge, right? It was at Edge's final WrestleMania until the one 5 years ago. I see. I remember now. Yeah, I got y'all, bro, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. CEO Jordan sends over another dono, man. I appreciate you, bro. He says Braun and Oba will get pushed when they're 50. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to get a push, all right. They're going to get a mega push. They're going to become mega heels. Megatron. Mega. Anyways. All right. Let's see here. Thank you so much, CEO Jordan. Chris Mista says Lincoln Parka. Yeah, Lincoln Parker. That's a good one, man. If he ever comes back, I'm going to start calling him by that nickname. So, thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate you. Elijah Day sends over a 2. He says, Triple Fraud is talking on the post show right now. Yeah, I saw little snippets of what he said, like the little dialogue of it. He didn't even do anything, which is embarrassing. Elijah Day, thank you so much for the dono, though. I appreciate you. Okay. Let's see. Ziggler fan sends over a 5. Thank you so much, Ziggler fan. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. He says AJ versus Punk was really a trash DQ, and we aren't getting a rematch. AJ's retirement was worse than Cena's, and AJ was a second match on the card. No, what's it called? No, what does that say? DZ? Who is DZ? Oh, no Dolph Ziggler and no Chris Jericho. What the heck? Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that, man. I would have liked to see Dolph Ziggler here if they're going to bring out Matt Cardona, you know what I mean? That would have been fun to see Dolph Ziggler, but I guess not. Ziggler fan, though, thank you so much, bro. Dead Walk sends over a 5. He says the fans are calling Triple Nose a bald fraud and chanting he effed up. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Triple H got booed out of the building at Saturday Night's main event, which is embarrassing. Yeah, I don't know. It happens to the best of us, though, right? Sambubu sends over a 5. He says, you know what I'm saying? Sambubu, bro. Dead Walk, by the way, thank you so much for that dono, man. And then Sambubu sends over a 5. He says, Parka, more like park your ad in the locker room. That's pretty funny, man. Yeah, park that seat up and job out. Thank you so much, Sambubu. Calvin Jerome Bruton sends over a 5. He says, people won't agree with my opinion, but I believe LA Knight should have won the Royal Rumble. I agree, too. I would have had LA Knight win, but, you know, if LA Knight wasn't going to win, I would have picked Roman Reigns. So, I mean, I can't be too mad, I guess, but I'm sad of how LA Knight got jobbed out, you know? There's so many epic ways you could have had LA Knight win. What if he's hanging on to the last second, right? And it's him and Roman, and it takes the Vision coming back out to take LA Knight off. Then they generate more heat, and then LA Knight would be an even bigger rooted for face going into the chamber, you know? You could have done so many different ways to have LA Knight lose, and they just chose a stupid way. So there you go. Calvin Jerome, thank you so much for the dono, man. I appreciate that. Okay. Let's see here. Obafemi jobbing out to Unc Broccoli Lesnar and tricks are for kids. Jobbing out to Uncle Randy Orton ruined it for me. Giovanni Gonzalez, thank you so much for that dono, man. I appreciate you. And yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, but that's what happens, man. When you have Obama Femi, Obuscus Femi getting jobbed out, everybody's up next on the chopping block now, so you just kind of got to take it. But yeah. Prunts5237 sends over a dono. He says, not even Roman winning saves this. Yeah, that's true. Roman winning doesn't save this show, guys. Thank you so much, Prunts, for that dono. The Sean Otley experience, man. Shout out to Sean Otley, bro. Thank you so much. He says, Saudi Arabia booing triple fraud as well. They're chanting AEW and you effed up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's highly possible, guys. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that Roman Reigns, like the booking of him the last year and a half, is so beyond repair that even that he won the Royal Rumble, it's still not going to work? Like, do you think fans in the arenas are going to be booing Roman when he comes out in Philly on Raw? What do you think about that? I don't think he's going to get booed, but I do think that fans are not going to be super overexcited with this situation long term. I don't know. You don't think so? Yeah. Yeah. No way he gets booed. I think Roman winning is a good decision. No, I think it's good. Okay, let's see. Sean Otley, thank you so much for that dono. Secret Life sends over a 5. He says, yo, C-Jax, I finally caught you on a live. I just wanted to say I love your content, and can you please sing the libation anthem? Wheatley, so good, I drink it neatly. This show is garbage, and Triple H sucks. It must be fired. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Secret Life. I appreciate you, bro. I got you with the libation anthem, man. All right, let's see. Channel with no name sends over a 2. He says Roman versus Punk for Mania. ... Again. Yes, it is going to happen again. We have to be real with ourselves and just accept the inevitable at this point. So yes, Roman versus Punk is likely going to happen again. Okay. Mr. Slayer sends over a 5. He says doing something right now. Low dono for me. Mr. Slayer, man, thank you so much for your support, bro. Don't worry, man. No matter what you give, bro, it's always appreciated, man. I don't care if it's 1 cent, 1 million. It don't matter, bro. I appreciate all of you guys for just even showing up here and just viewing, man. That's the point. That's why we're here. We're here for your guys' love and your support and your care for my channel and your support and appreciation for my channel and my support and appreciation for you guys. That's why I'm here, is because I love doing this and I love having you guys watch it as well. So, it's an epic experience, man. So thank you so much for your support, Mr. Slayer. Channel with no name, thank you so much for your support as well, of course. Okay. Mishi Man sends over a dono. Thank you so much, Mishi Man. He says, you're wrong. Crowd was missing tens of thousands. Yes, they were definitely missing a lot of people in that arena. It's pretty obvious that this is what it was. So you can't be surprised about it. Yeah. Channel with no name sends over a 5 again. Thank you so much. Channel with no name. Channel with no love. Channel with no care. Channel with no pride. Anyways, Channel with no name sends over a 5. He says, also, not even Obafemi can beat the Brock Lesnar curse. Yep. Is what it is, man. Is what it is. Thank you so much, Channel with no name. Corey Ryan says, all I gotta... Wait, what did that say? Am I saying that right? Corey Ryan sends over a dono. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Corey Ryan. I appreciate you, bro. He says, all I gotta say is Mr. Iguana is garbage. Yeah, Mr. Iguana is garbage. It's pretty stupid. Thank you so much, though. CEO Jordan says, no Blake or no Bianca in the Rumble. I'm telling you, man. Blake Monroe gets no shot in that Rumble, even though she was just a main eventer in AEW like a year ago. Crazy. Crazy world. Crazy world. Thank you so much, though, CEO Jordan. Giovanni Gonzalez, man. Giovanni Gonzalez. Thank you, my boy. He sends over a 5. He says the youngins are jobbing out to the unks, and it's triple fraud being afraid to make someone young kill off a big name because he cannot book. Yeah, Giovanni Gonzalez, thank you for bringing that up, man. It's a great point. Triple H is scared to build new stars because he knows he's going to have one of his top guys job out to one of the new stars in order to build them. So, tough to build stars when you can't build stars, right? There you go. Thank you so much, though, Giovanni. I appreciate you. Mr. Slayer sends over a 2. He says, where is AJ Lee? As I discussed earlier, I honestly have no idea. I think that some of the stuff with her not being in Saudi Arabia, I'm pretty sure is political. Because I remember her, she loves books and, she's, what's it called? She's, big in, some type of book and something she was making or something like that. I just don't think that her, morally, she wouldn't be in someone like Saudi Arabia, I think, for herself. I think she said that or something like that. I don't remember. It might be similar to what CM Punk was doing while he wouldn't show up to Saudi Arabia for many years, I think now that that AJ had the chance, I don't think she's gonna show up either. But CM Punk is now there. You know what I'm saying? So now AJ Lee, I thought she would be there as well with her husband, but I don't know what's going on. They don't believe in being there, so it is what it is. It's their choice, not mine. I just want a good show, and they didn't give it to me, so who cares? You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. So thank you, Mr. Slayer. Ziggler fan, thank you so much for the dono. He sends over another 2. He says, LA Knight's still waiting for good things to come. Yeah, good things come to those who wait. If you keep on waiting, he'll probably give you something if you just keep on waiting another, 5 years. So that's that. Adi sends over another dono, man. Thank you so much, Adi, for the 3. I appreciate you. He says, it was funny when Roman psyched Jay's run it back. Yeah, that was pretty funny. But there was another part, guys, I forgot to mention. When Jey Uso does the run it back, Roman Reigns is like, yeah, let's run it back, Uso, let's run it back. And Roman goes up to yeet and then turns around and slaps Jey Uso right in the face. Pretty funny stuff. Thank you so much for the dono, Adi. Daniel sends over a 5. Thank you so much, Daniel-I4Q5S. He sends over a 5. He says, CJax, I'll pay you if you wear a black hoodie, black pants, and if you attack this person. Is the person Triple H by chance? We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, though, Daniel. I appreciate you, bro. Let's keep going here. Let's see. Where was I at? Oops, I think I lost track, guys. Hold up. Give me a second. give me a second, bro. Give me a second. Okay. Where am I? Where is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Tom Brady, 7 rings. He sends over a dono. He says, Punk has loud pops like Roman. He connects with the fans. Tom Brady, 7 rings. That is indeed correct. He doesn't get pops like Roman, but he definitely does get a pop, though, for sure. He gets a great pop. He's definitely one of the top guys, for sure. Okay. Ivan sends over a dono. He says, I want to see CJax get tsunami'd by Bronson Reed. Hey, man. You never know. Daniel sends over another dono, man. Thank you so much, Daniel. He sends over a 2. He says, LA Knight returns to keep getting buried. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Keep getting buried. Yeah. Now. Thank you so much, Daniel. Boombox sends over a big 5, man. Thank you so much, Boombox. He says, Lash was great, but the audience wasn't booing her because she's a heel. Also, can we talk about how Alexa Bliss came back to a massive pop and stuck with Charlotte Flair? Yeah, Alexa Bliss coming back to the pop that she had back last year at the Royal Rumble, and now you see what she's doing, how she's still doing tag team jobbery activities, is sad. But ultimately, the company's more behind Charlotte Flair, so eventually Charlotte Flair and her will break up, and Charlotte Flair will get the mega push. I see a question here in the chat from Derpy Derek Carter. He says, CDEX, do you think Roman was the right choice? Yes, I would have gone with him or LA Knight. LA Knight is my number 1 option. I think LA Knight should have won, but if he's not going to win, then it has to be Roman, in my opinion. So, yeah, I wanted Roman and Bianca for both Rumbles, and we ended up getting Roman and Liv Morgan. So, it is what it is. Let's see. Thug Life-FGI sends over a 2. He says, do you ever get bored watching the same thing every single time? Well, that's what this YouTube channel is for. You know what I'm saying? This YouTube channel also makes it, better to watch because I don't watch the shows, in their entirety live. I usually watch, part of it and then take a break or something, do something else, and then I catch up on what I missed, and then I make the review. That's usually how it works. I don't sit here for, 5 hours straight and watch the shows. I can't do that anymore. I haven't done that in, a year. But, yeah. I watch the PLEs in their entirety in one sitting, but I don't do that for the shows. But, yeah. Thank you so much, Thug Life. ECAS sends over a 2. He says he's surprised Triple H wasn't one of the 30 entrants. Yeah, I have no idea how he wasn't in there, man. I'm surprised he didn't shove himself in that match, with his ego. ECAS, thank you so much for the donut, man. Let's see. Ziggler fan sends over a big time 2. Thank you so much, Ziggler fan. I appreciate you, bro. He says C-Jax's pet water bottle is more over than this roster. Yeah, man, that's the reason why SmackDown was getting low viewership, bros, because it was taped and because it was my hamster's birthday, and then it was my cat's birthday, and then it was my water bottle's birthday, and then it was my iPad's birthday, and then it was actually my mic's birthday as well, and then it was my phone's birthday, and then it was my camera's birthday, and then it was the book's birthday, and then it was my TV's birthday, and it was my PlayStation's birthday, and then it was my birthday of my chair right here. It was my birthday of my jacket as well, so I had to celebrate that, of course. And so because of all that, that's why SmackDown was getting low viewership, man, because everyone was celebrating the birthday of their hamster. Anyways, thank you so much, Ziggler fan. Adi sends over a dono. He says, Gunther is being pushed, but not LA Knight. Favoritism over crowd engagement. Maybe LA Knight doesn't hug his boss. Literally, that's what happens, man. That's what happens. That's a great comment, Adi. Thank you so much for that, bro. I'm going to use that in my video probably to discuss that because, again, I mean, The fact that Gunther is known as the career killer and is being pushed like this, despite him being shown that he hasn't even succeeded with one push out of 4, and LA Knight hasn't even gotten one push yet. I mean, it just makes no sense to me, bro. It's just favoritism over a crowd engagement, man. It's favoritism over storytelling, over crowd engagement, and over actual skill. That's what it is in this current stage of this company, bro. Simple as that. OstXN999 sends over a 2. He says, I put on better shows with my figures at age 10. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think I made better figure movies as well with my wrestling figures and with my Marvel and DC toys when I was younger. So, yeah, OstXN999, thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see here. Goodness. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 36, 40, 45. I'm just counting. I'm counting how many I have left just to make sure that I have track of this. Okay. All right, here we go. Secret Life 91 sends over a 5. He says, I definitely wasted my time in watching this premium live event. I usually watch your videos to stay up to date. I should just stick to that. Yeah, don't give this company any money. Just go ahead and watch my videos and keep up that way, and you'll be good to go. Simple as that, man. Secret Life, thank you for the dono, bro. CEO Jordan sends over a 2. Appreciate you, CEO Jordan. He says they only popped for Bree because of Daniel Bryan. Yeah, partially. I think people were also excited to see Bree in general, though, I would say. A decent amount of them, at least. I hope so. Scribble the underscore IOTL sends over a big time 10, bro. Scribble, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. He says, just left my watch party with my friends. You would have been proud of how much I called all of this out live. Keep up the good work, my man. Thank you so much, Scribble. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Okay, let's see here. I only watched the men's Rumble. Wait, what's it called? Only watched the men's Rumble, and it was beyond horrible. The only ones who looked good and benefited from it was Javon Evans and Roman Reigns. I am Lugatti. Thank you so much for that dono, man. I appreciate you, bro. And that is completely facts. The only people I would say that actually got elevated via this Rumble are probably Oba and Javon Evans, and that's basically it. I don't really know anyone else who benefited from this. Roman Reigns, obviously, because he won it, but again, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Panda King says over a 5. He says, glad I didn't waste my time with this garbage. Even WrestleMania isn't even worth watching either. Okay, I mean, listen, Panda King, bro, you're spitting facts, brother. You're spitting facts. Okay, let's see here. ECAT says over a 2. He says, may God heal you, brother. We need C-Jax at 100%. Yes, I'm going to be good, bro. I'm going to be good. You know, fun fact, actually, thank you so much, by the way, for that ECast. I appreciate you, bro. Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you guys something real quick. I have not actually gotten, like, genuinely sick outside of the 2. I've had COVID 3 times in the last 6 years, okay? And outside of those times I had COVID, I have never been sick the last 6 years. Genuinely, I'm dead serious on that. I got sick. I had COVID in, what was it? I had COVID last year in January. Actually, I got it on the day of the Royal Rumble last year, which is kind of interesting because now I got, runny nose and it's the day of the Rumble. That's kind of funny. But that happened. And then I had COVID in 2021 in December. And then that was it. That was it. I had COVID 2 times in the last 6 years since it became a thing. And other than that, never been sick. Never been sick, bro. Crazy. Literally insanity. I've just been on a great run, man. I've been on a great run. I'm so grateful because I haven't had to miss school. I haven't gotten the flu or strep throat or any of that stuff. Just straight up just haven't been sick in years. Thankfully. Thank God, man. Seriously. I mean, that's crazy. But you know what? You know what I am sick of? I'm sick of this product. So that's what I'm sick of. So I've been sick of this for 3 years. So I have been sick for 3 years. Anyways. Manny96P sends over a 2. He says, thoughts on the new overhyped Saudi wrestling jobber. I didn't even see him. I don't even remember his name. I think it's Fade to Week or something like that. I don't really care. He's probably going to be a jobber. Daniel sent over a dono. Thank you so much, by the way, Manny96P. Appreciate you. Daniel sends over a dono. He says they don't bring chair shots to the head. No, they do not. You got to be safe now. They changed the rules. So thank you so much for the donation, Daniel. I appreciate you, bro. Okay. Let me make sure I'm reading this correctly. Damn the bad luck sends over a 2. He says the more masked man garbage from Triple H, just show the dude. That's facts. I'm so tired of all the mask, man. Oh my gosh, guys. The mask man, the mask man, the mask guy, the mask girl, the mask girl. Mask, 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 mask. I'm so tired of all these masks. I'm so tired of this garbage, man. Just book the show, bro, will you? You know? All right. What's this say here? Damn the bad luck. Thank you so much for the dono. Mr. Slayer sends over a big dog 5. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy, Mr. Slayer. He says, I'm back. I was getting my hair retwisted, man. Awesome, bro. Hopefully the hair retwist went great and everything is going Gucci. Daniel sends over a dono. He says, I bet Rockstar can book better WWE matches. Well, you know what? ChatGPT books better than Triple H. So, I mean, you know, to each their own, right? You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Daniel. Plague Injected sends over a big dog 10. Thank you so much, Plague Injected. He says, Triple Fraud lied about the Rumble again. 0 surprises. Yeah, absolutely none. Embarrassing. Embarrassing, you know, embarrassing, or whatever Drake said. I forget what it is. Pretty funny. Plague Injected, though. Thank you so much. Let's see. D sends over a dono, man. He sends over a big dog 8. He says, I hope Roman Reigns turns heel again. He looks slightly heel tonight, and I hope he puts over Oba when it's time to drop the championship. D, thank you so much for the dono, man, and I do agree. I think Roman Reigns should put over Oba or Trick Williams when he drops the championship, and if I'm being fair. So that's that. Okay. Mr. Slayer says over a 5. He says, look, I know people don't like Jey Uso. As a Jey Uso fan, I think he just needs to switch from fun to aggressive in moments like Royal Rumble or Chamber. Mr. Slayer, thank you so much for the dono, and I agree. I think when Jey Uso is serious, I think he's actually pretty awesome. But the problem is that, you know, when you're constantly making jokes and you're constantly going out there and going, this is a warning shot, bow, yeet. Like, that's just cornball. You know what I'm saying? You're just being corny. So there you have it. Let's see here. Okay. Chris Mista sends over a 5. He says, it's good that Triple H's brother got signed to AEW. Who was? Oh, yeah, Tommaso Ciampa, his twin brother. You're right. Chris Mista, thank you for the donor. I appreciate you, bro. Okay. Daniel sends over another 5. Thank you so much, Daniel. He says, WWE equals worst wrestling ever. Facts. Ben Yeet, thank you so much, Daniel, by the way. Ben Yeet sends over a 2. Thank you so much, Ben Yeet. Daniel I4Q5S. I'm just going to call you Daniel. You know what I'm saying? Daniel, you know who you are, bro. Big D sends over a dono and says they should get the Shield treatment. I'm guessing you're talking about the Vision. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what they get. Who knows what's going to happen, man? You know? Praise the Don sends over a 2, man. I appreciate you, bro. Praise the Don sends over a 2 and says that Triple H is a hating word that I can't say on stream. Series of words that I can't say on stream. So I know what you're saying, though. He is definitely a hating, you know, he's a hating human being, for sure. You know, thank you so much, Praise the Don. Daniel, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for the dono. He says, Royce Keys, the next to be jobber. Or what's called to be the next jobber. Jobber. You're never gonna be a big one, Sammy. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Daniel. King Kid and Die. Or King Kid. You know what I'm saying? King, I don't know how to say that name. But King Kid NDI sends over a dono. He says, under Vince, Roman Reigns wins. Under Triple H, he won't at Mania. Yeah, I mean, listen. I wouldn't be surprised if Roman Reigns loses at WrestleMania. I'm just going to be honest with you on that. It's just kind of, I would say it's par for the course, but it's like, bro, let's be real with ourselves. Is Triple H ready? Is Triple H really going to have Roman Reigns win? Who knows? David De La Rosa Jr. sends over a 5. He says Triple H is against Drew McIntyre. No picture when he won. Roman Reigns, no picture when he won. They're all close to Dwayne Johnson, and he hates that. That's a great point. I'll probably discuss in my video, man, honestly. So thank you for saying that, bro. Wow. Yeah, that's good. Whew. Let me, man. Probably have to take my little Mucinex after this, bro. All right, thank you. Thank you for bearing with me, guys, with all these blowing of the noses, right? I'll definitely be drinking my tea, though. Don't worry about that, man. I got y'all, bro. I'm gonna have my usual stuff, my tea. You know, make sure I go to bed, get some good rest, and then pop a little Benadryl. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have some Wheatley as well. Should have to wash it down with some Wheatley. Anyways, thank you so much, David De La Rosa, man. That's a great point, bro. Great point. Marcus M sends over a 5, man. Thank you so much, Marcus. I appreciate you, bro. He says the best part was Drew eliminating Cody. Yes. That part where Cody got Claymore kicked in the side of the head and thrown over the top rope, that was pretty funny. Elijah Day sends over a 5. Thank you so much, Elijah. I appreciate you. He says, I think that the masked man is Buddy Matthews, and Seth Rollins is going to return as the Monday Night Messiah with his disciples. No. The guy who did that to Braun Breaker was a guy who was built a lot differently. You know what I'm saying? Like he's built differently than Buddy Matthews is. So nah, I don't think it's Buddy Matthews. I think it's Austin Theory. Maybe Buddy Matthews comes back in a couple months, though. Who knows? Hacker Legend Lune sends over a 5. Thank you so much, Hacker Legend. He says, genuine question. Why is Gunther so pushed and protected? Being allowed to retire 3 legends after one measly injury is bizarre. Yeah, I mean, again, you know, like someone said earlier in the donos, I mean, it's they're not booking off of the skill and the quality and the crowd reaction. They're booking off of favoritism. And Triple H is one of his favorites is Gunther. And so because of that, Gunther is now going to get overpushed. He has no business retiring John Cena, AJ Styles, and Goldberg. And we all know that. But at the end of the day, he has to keep doing this. Even when something... Triple H's ego is so bad to the point, guys, where he would rather force the same dude to win things that the crowd does not want to see than give a championship or an actual like good push to someone who deserves it. That's how bad his ego is. That's how bad it's getting, guys. It's sad, but it's the reality of the situation. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the facts, man. Triple H, instead of having Roman Reigns actually get booked like a main eventer, or having Drew win a championship sooner, or having LA Knight get a push, he would rather not do any of those things, none of those things, I should say, than actually appeal to book what the fans want. That's how big Triple H's ego is, and that's how much it's getting in the way of this product. Kyrie's Alford sends over a 5. Thank you so much, Kyrie's. He says, thank God, you know what I'm saying, that I didn't watch it. 0 out of 10. I love Roman Reigns and Liv Morgan. I'm happy that Roman won, but Liv shouldn't have won. Yeah, I agree with you on that. That's pretty self-explanatory, and that's facts. Okay. Heart Attack Phil sends over a 2. He says, are you ready for garbage? Thank you so much, Heart Attack Phil. He says, then CEO Jordan sends over a 2. He says, not gonna lie, Kiana James is not half bad. Yeah, honestly, CEO Jordan, appreciate you, dog, of course. Kiana James is honestly not that bad. Yeah, she's pretty good in the ring, actually. I enjoyed her performance today. Yeah. Okay. Chris Mista sends over a 2. He says, plot twist, the masked attacker is Chris Jericho. I don't even think Chris Jericho can get his leg up that high at this point, so I doubt that, you know? But thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate you, bro. Let's see here. Am I right here? Am I right on target? Is this the right button here? Am I pressing the right button? The button. Game Lore Hoarder for you sends over a 10. He says, I almost threw my monitor at the prospect of Gunther winning the Rumble over Roman in the final moments. Much love to you, brother. You inspired me to start making a YouTube channel about content and things that I like, man. Listen, bro. Game Lore Hoarder, thank you so much for your support, man. This is why I do this stuff, man. I want to inspire, because what we do is we tell stories. We're storytellers. We're story merchants. We book the long gamers. We help people. We put people in great positions to succeed. And so because of that, I am a storyteller. I'm helping you tell stories. So I want to thank you for telling your story. Thank you. No, I'm just kidding with you, bro. I got you. Game War, I'm really glad to hear that, man. That's awesome, man. So everyone out there, continue to follow your dreams, man. You may not know what it is that you want to follow yet, and you may learn it along the way, but the 2 most important days in someone's life is the day that you were born and the day you realize why you were born. And so basically, you know, once you do realize why you were born, just continue to live that out in a positive way, if you can, of course, and, you know, be yourself, man. That's all I can encourage you to do is be you, you know? So, yeah. Let's see. Kedrix Adams sends over a 5. He says, it's crazy that Gunther can only beat up on old men in their last matches. Can I get a Triple H impression? You see, what we do here, we're storytellers. We tell stories first. If you're not telling a story, I often tell Stephanie and I tell Cody back there, I tell him, yo, I'm not doing this anymore. Because I'm a storyteller. I make things happen. I book shows. I help people. And after I'm done helping people and telling these stories, I make sure that we do these things the right way. So an LA Knight who's been over for 3 years, I make sure that he doesn't get over and that he doesn't win any championships because I'm a storyteller. I'm an epic booker, a long gamer. And when I'm a long gamer, that means that we have to play the long game. It doesn't matter that Drew McIntyre's been telling great stories for 3 years. You think I'm going to give him a belt? Of course not. I tell stories. What we do is we tell stories. And if you didn't hear it again, I'm going to say for the 50th PLE in a row, after it sucked, we tell stories. So thank you. I'm the gamer! Anyways, shout out to Heels Advocate as well, by the way, guys. Shout out to the Heels Advocate, bro. I appreciate you. Okay. Let's read the next one here. Let's see. Tuck sends over a 2. Tuck sends over a 2 and says the Royal Rumble was hella mid. Yeah, the Royal Rumble was very mid. It's actually, bro, what are you talking about mid? This was garbage. What are you talking about some mid? This was terrible. This was one of the worst Rumbles of all time, bro. Definitely was not mid. It was pretty bad, though. So, Tuck, thank you for the donut, man. Appreciate you. Mr. Slayer sends over a 5, man. Shout out to Mr. Slayer, bro. The GOAT, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Slayer. He says, can I say, why was Javon Evans doing all of that dang near eliminations like 10 times? Bro, the amount of time that Javon Evans like flew out of the ring and like his legs were like dangling at the bottom, bro, he can't be doing that every single time. This guy his legs are too long to be dangling around there, bro. He almost accidentally got eliminated like 3 times, but hey, it is what it is. Sir Yeetus. Sir Yeetus. Sir Yeetus. I just think of Jey Uso now whenever I hear the word Yeet, so that's great. Sir Yeetus wants us to know that this is your warning shot. 4 letters, 1 word, bow. Anyways, this is your warning shot, of course. Sir Yeetus wants to let me know, send over a 2 thank you. He says, I can only imagine the pop if Obafemi won. That would have been pretty good pop, probably. You know, it would have been a pretty shocking moment, of course. So definitely would have been interesting, man. You know, it's pretty cool to see what the possibilities are when you actually book something different and unique. So we'll see what happens for sure. Let's see here. Where is it next? Let's see. Where is it here? Okay, here we go. Daniel sends over another 2, man. Thank you so much, Daniel. I appreciate you, bro. And I appreciate you, Sir Yeetus, as well, man. Yeet for you, man. You know, give you a little yeet. Daniel says, why don't you swear? I never really was into, like, cursing and doing all that stuff, like, once I passed the age of, like, 15, bro. You know what I'm saying? I always found it, like, corny. I used to do it when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? I used to be like, oh, F this, F that. But now I'm just like, who needs to curse when you can just, like, you can just say other things, like libations and Codarius Rodington. And I can't stop thinking about Punk and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to curse to get your point across. Now, I will say, you know, obviously, I don't think I've ever cursed in a video like ever in my life. Just because it's not something I'm accustomed to. I don't really do it much. So when I'm making my videos, I don't even really think about doing it. It's not something that I really like do. So I don't really care about it, to be fair with you. So yeah, I don't know. It's just not a habit of mine. I don't do it. So I don't know what to say about that. I just don't do it. Okay. Eric Bruce, 1052 sends over a 5. He says, I gotta ask, do we have any storylines for Elimination Chamber? I'm expecting more empty seats on the road to WrestleMania. A new era. You know what I mean? Eric Bruce, listen, I thank you for the dono, and let's be real with ourselves for a second, guys. Look. Did you ask me about storylines? You know how I feel about stories and what they are, what they mean to all of us. We're all storytellers in our own right. We make sure that we do what's necessary to help people out and get the stories across. That's our jobs. We tell stories, of course. And I'm here to tell you, you asked me about storylines on the way to Elimination Chamber. You're not going to get any storylines. What you're going to get is a bunch of brawl segments and promos that mean nothing. That sound good to you? You enjoying the show? You strap in and enjoy the ride that I'm taking you on. Because I'm the game. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? We move on. Thank you so much, Eric Bruce, for the donut, bro. I appreciate you. Okay. KTPK3BR says over at 2. He says, surprised you haven't mentioned no Carmelo Hayes. Well, he's the U.S. champion, so, you know, I can't be too surprised. Him and Dominic Mysterio, both the mid-card champs, didn't show up, so, you know, it is what it is at this point. Okay. Now we have, what's it called? Thank you so much, KT, by the way. Heart Attack Phil sends over another 10. He says, I'm going to take back the talk to never lost. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, Heart Attack Phil. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, let's see. Aerial Encounter sends over a 10. Thank you for that 10. I appreciate you. Heart Attack Phil, thank you as well for your 10. Aerial Encounter sends over a big 10. She says, what do you think will happen with Roman Reigns? I think Roman Reigns is going to choose to fight CM Punk, and I think him and CM Punk are going to have a night 2 main event. Originally, it will probably be planned for night 1, but when you have 2 stars of that magnitude, especially Roman Reigns, the biggest star in your company, I do think he's going to end up fighting CM Punk for the world title, and it will be a main event of the show, and I think he's going to win the title, and then he's ultimately going to hold the belt for at least like 5 to 6 months, and then eventually he'll drop it to one of the younger talents, hopefully, and that'll build somebody else. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Mr. Slayer sends over a 5. Thank you so much, Mr. Slayer. He sends over 5. He says, Roman is not going to get booed, but nobody going to get hyped for Mania. Yeah, that is facts. The only thing that's going to be really hyped this Mania, I think, is Roman Reigns and CM Punk, if they have their feud. I think that could be a ton of fun. Roman and Drew, I feel like, could also be a lot of fun as well. So, you never know what could happen with that. So, yeah. Joshua Hughes sends over a 5. Thank you so much, Joshua Hughes. He says, Royal Rumble gave my boy Chat C-Jax the flu. Shaking my head. Nah, we're good. I blew my nose a little bit, of course, but we're gonna be fine, man. We're not gonna get sick. I don't get sick, so you know what I'm saying? That ain't happening, bro. I am not gonna break my 6-year streak. Absolutely not. Okay. Thank you so much, though, Joshua Hughes. I appreciate you, bro. Mr. D West sends over a 2. Thank you so much, Mr. D West. Mr. D West sends over another 2. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Mr. D West. And he says no Jada Parker. Yeah, no Jada Parker in the Rumble tonight, man. There was not really any, like, stars or anything crazy inside of the, inside of the Rumbles. There was no surprises. There was nothing where I was like, wow, man, that's really cool or that's really sick. There was just nothing like it. So, I don't know. Very odd. Okay, let's see. Oh, my gosh, bro. Triple fraud. Mr. Slayer sends over another 5 to reveal the information to us, guys. This is breaking news. Breaking news, by the way, guys. At the post-show for Royal Rumble, Triple H just revealed that we are allegedly, this is crazy, guys, this is insanity. Triple H just revealed that after the Royal Rumble show, on Raw, it will mark the beginning of a brand new era. Wow, man. Never heard that before. Never heard it before. Never heard about this, bro. Shocking, man. For real. Thank you, Mr. Slayer. Adi sends over an 8, man. Thank you so much, Adi. I appreciate you, bro. He says, I wanted to mention that Obafemi no-selling other wrestlers' moves but not Brock was a wasted opportunity to make him a threat to Brock for a future match. Adi, that's a very high intellectual thought that you would propose there, man. That is a great point, I didn't even think about that. The fact that Obafemi's no-selling other wrestlers' moves, so that makes them look very, very much like jobbers. And, he could have potentially been looking like a threat for a future match with Brock Lesnar, but to each their own, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Danny sends over a 2. He says, do a collab with Bobby Monsoon. That is definitely going to happen this year. I know it didn't happen last year, obviously, in 2025, but don't worry, man. There will be a collab with me and Bobby Monsoon, bro, at some point this year, man, for sure. I'm not even worried about that, man. It's just a matter of time. So, yeah. Doubled 247 sends over a 5. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Daniel, by the way. Doubled 5 sends over a 5. He says, I'm happy about Roman Reigns winning the Rumble, but I'm never gonna but I'm tired of creative treating Chelsea Green like garbage. You're never gonna win the big one, Femi. You're never gonna win the big one, Femi. He says the Royal Rumble was a 3 out of 10. Doubled 247. Can't argue with you, man. You're spitting facts, bro. Relos STL sends over a 5. He says, I'm tired of the let Triple H cook. He is putting raisins in the potato salad. That sounds disgusting. Who eats potato salad and who puts raisins in it? I know people probably eat that somewhere, but man, raisins and potato salad, bro? Are we for real right now? Anyway, yeah, I've never even heard of that before. Anyways, thank you so much, Doubled, and thank you so much, Relo, man. I appreciate you, dog. I am tired of Triple H. The let Triple H cook stuff has to end. After this show, we should be done with that for good. Kedrick Adams sends over a 2. Thank you so much, Kedrick. He says, hot take, Jimmy is better than Jay. I don't even think that's a hot take, bro. I think he's better than Jay as well, It is what it is. Like Drew McIntyre said last year, if Jimmy Uso came up with the yeet first, who knows who would have been bigger, So, who knows? Let's see here. What does this say here? Okay. Kid Fury TV sends over a 2. Thank you so much, Kid Fury. He says, I don't want to see Punk versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, lol. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to see it either, but I will say, if they do something where it's like career versus championship, and Roman Reigns, you know what I'm saying, has teased about like his contract ending next year and stuff like that, maybe they could do something and make it interesting and make it epic like that. I think that would be pretty sick. But again, it just depends on the storylines, you know, and then WWE doesn't know how to tell stories, even though we're storytellers. Even though we're storytellers here, you know, I just don't trust it. I have to see how Roman and Punk are booked and see what comes from it. He may pick Drew as well. Roman may pick Drew, so who knows? Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much, Kid Fury. Real Kingpin sends over a 2. He says Oba or Hobbs should have won. Yeah, I don't know about Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs is a jobber, so I think that's done for. But Real Kingpin, thank you. Mr. Zoned G 2143. That rhyme. Don't hit the player, hit the game. He sends over a 5. He says Liv is overrated, only popular because of her looks. Hot take. You know, Mr. Zone, thank you so much for the dono, man. I don't know what to say about that. You know what I mean? I think Liv Morgan is overrated. I don't think she's only popular because of her looks, because she's obviously, you know, saying has some really great moments and has shown some amazing talents and stuff for this industry and stuff like that. But, you know, I definitely think the looks play a part of it. It's the same thing with Rhea Ripley, right? Rhea Ripley is only a super massive megastar because of a lot of the Goon fans. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Her talents are great, right? All of these women who are in the upper card are usually pretty talented. But what determines the level of talent and stardom is usually the physical appearance. That's usually what it is. So it is what it is. People think Liv Morgan's beautiful, so it is what it is, man. She's also, you know, she's had some great moments of promos and stuff like that as well, and good matches. So, you know, I can't be mad at it. Let's just hope that this Mania run is good, right? So yeah. Elijah Day sends over a 5, man. Elijah Day sends over a 5. He says, with the current state of WWE, how would you make WWE great again and make sure WrestleMania is epic like it should be? I'm probably going to make a video on that, to be honest with you. But I will say, I think that in order for WWE to be great again and to actually do something special, I think that it's time to do a multitude of things. Number one is that we have to really do a good job in making sure that the storylines into Mania do not get stale. I would not be doing as many brawls. I would not be doing as many promos. And I would have the Rumble and Chamber winners hold on to their picks. Well, actually, the Chamber winners can hold on to their picks because the Royal Rumble winners will have already picked. But I would have the Royal Rumble winners hold on to their picks. Save your moments. Save who you're going to challenge. That way you can have other storylines happening leading up to Mania so it doesn't get stale, them looking for the same exact person the whole time. That's what I would do. That way you actually have different things to look forward to for the main event scene, and it's actually unpredictable. You don't know where things are going. That would make it cool. I also think that in the mid-cards, I think the mid-card wrestlers should probably be defending the championship pretty consistently in this Mania era, because they're not going to, no one who wins the Rumble or Chamber is going to pick them, so why are they not fighting? You know, so I would change those two things off the bat. And then the other things, I'll save for a YouTube video that you may be getting real soon, so we'll see. There you go. Kyrese Alford sends over a 5. He says, John Cena and AJ Styles did not deserve to end their WWE careers with a loss to Gunther. Shaking my head. Kyrese Alford, thank you for the dono. I appreciate you, bro. And, yeah, it's just sad. John Cena and AJ Styles retiring with no storylines is just crazy to me. It's just embarrassing. But, yeah. Tyler Newton sends over a dono. No words or anything. Tyler Newton, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. What's it called? Hindu Aaron Yeager sends over a dono. He says, I can't stop thinking about Punk. Thank you so much, Aaron Yeager. I appreciate you, bro. Trey X Cooper sends over a 5. He says the biggest complaint was that they screwed AJ. They gave Cena 3 chances to lift his arm, but only gave AJ 1 chance, and it cost him his career. That is a great point that I will be discussing in my YouTube video, so stay tuned for that, because it's finna go up in about probably about an hour or so after the stream is done. So yeah, for sure. That's so stupid. AJ Styles is knocked out like this. They lift his arm up once, and it goes down, and it's over. But then all of a sudden, if you go with Cena, it was 1, 2, 3. And then, on the third one, he put his hand up. It's just stupid. But AJ Styles just gets one arm up, and then it's just done. So there you have it. Yeah, very weird. Thank you so much, Trey. New Generations 99077 sends over a 5. He says, I can't get over on how WWE thought the Saudis would recognize La Parka. Complete random. You know what I'm saying? New Generation, thank you for the dono, bro. It's completely facts. I don't know who watches AAA. Like, for real, though. Like, can we be honest with ourselves? Who actually watches AAA, man? In the chat, can you guys tell me, do you watch AAA? I already know the answer is no, but do you watch AAA? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, who watches that garbage? Very weird stuff. So there you have it. And then let's see here. Nick Sparta sends over a dono, man. Thank you so much. He says that Sol Ruka looked like a star among all the jobbers. Yeah, the only people who looked like stars in the women's match were Sol, Latch Legend, and that's basically it. No one else really did anything. So, you know, can't be surprised about that in the slightest, you know what I mean? So that's that. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all the donos, man, I believe. Yeah, that's it, I think. Is that it, right? Yeah, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to all the donos that came through. The chat has been phenomenal. Oh, I got one more dono. Hold on. Hold up. Let me see this real quick. Okay, let's see. Okay, Kennedy Coleman sends over a 5. Thank you so much, Kennedy Coleman. I appreciate you, bro. He says, "Are you Christian?" Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes. Yeah. I was gonna add something else onto that, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Yes, I am. I have been for a good while. You know what I'm saying, many years. So yeah, that's basically the story with that. You know what I mean? Gotta follow my Lord and Savior. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. All right. Next. Oh wait, we have another dono as well coming in. Okay. Secret 5880 sends over a big time 5. Thank you so much for the dono, by the way, Kennedy. Secret sends over a dono, sends over a 5. He says LA Knight winning the Rumble, faces Punk at Mania. The story is right there. Yeah, LA Knight's had a story waiting for about 3 years. So you know what I'm saying? So we just kind of have to wait for that. So it is what it is, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't even know what to say about LA Knight. It's over, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people call me C-Jack's Priest. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny, man. It's Damian Pastor, bro, and C-Jack's Priest. You know what I mean? But thank you so much, Secret. LA Knight and CM Punk could still have a story. Maybe Roman picks Drew McIntyre, and maybe LA Knight can do something. But I think LA Knight is effectively done. Let's go ahead and just move on from LA Knight, will we? You know? But yeah, I think that's all the donos. With that being said, I definitely am going to make sure that I get a YouTube video up, obviously a shorter review for the show right after I finish this, because it has to happen. Listen, we have to break this down and we have to do an analysis on this show because, today we told stories. We made today a great stream. We told our stories. We broke it down. We explained things. We developed storytelling. And that's what we always do. And so I'm grateful to be telling these stories with you. I'm grateful to be telling these stories to you and with you. And to hear from you guys, the chat is genuinely amazing. The support system I have, the community I have is brilliant. And I'm forever grateful for it every single day. So thank you guys so much. Have a phenomenal day. Thank you for coming through the stream. It was absolutely phenomenal. Had a great time with you guys. You guys make this thing special. So you all have a great rest of your night. Stay tuned for the YouTube video dropping a little bit later. And as always, have a phenomenal day. Tell those stories. Peace out. And one love. You know what I'm saying? Hit that last love, man. Peace out, y'all.